Emergency official business, ma'am. Side, please. Side, please. Thank you. Official business, sir, ma'am. Emergency, please step aside, sir.
Hey, get lost. I'm waiting here, huh?
FBI, you might want to stay out of this, all right, sir? Excuse me, sir, ma'am, please, back off. All right, I need 8 double tall.
8 double tall.
They're like, what the hell are you doing cutting in front of the line? She can cut in the front of the line here at 6 Scale Cantina. We got so many freaking people serving it up that, you know, it's all okay. Look what I'm drinking, dude. You know what this is, right? This is non-GMO.
That's off-world.
This is non-GMO freaking wizard juice.
Non-GMO organic.
Wizard mushroomed.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God, dude. I think we're in for a pretty damn epic show here tonight. I'm pretty juiced up. There's so much stuff going on with Hot Toys for Star Wars. So much stuff going on with blue screens. So much stuff going on best-selling wise. The freaking secondary market. We closed the month of May off. The secondary market's crazy. I think there was a show that came out this morning too.
You talk about that lame, boring show.
Yeah, I mean, man, what a piece of junk.
The worst.
What a piece of.
I don't know what you guys thought about that episode. Not good at all. Not even a little bit.
It was the worst thing I ever seen in my entire life.
Very disappointing.
Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and dive into it, baby. Jeez, where's my intro? Right now. Welcome to another episode of the Market Value Chart Show. It keeps getting more epic and epic every single freaking day for Star Wars. Jeez Louise. Man. And you have to wonder, is this the Market Chart Show with the Dark Jedi, Aries Tarrington, who serves up all the Star Wars Hot Toys talk?
And
with
the one.
Yes, I was saying with what'd you call yourself? The proud
Padawan.
one?
The Padawan.
The Padawan. Batman and Robin.
Mario and Luigi.
Obi-Wan and Vader. Anyway. Ray and Dio? C-3PO and R2? How about Poe? Like where's Hold My Poe?
Hold my Poe. Oh my God.
Damn, dude, how are you today, man?
I'm good. Awesome. Good day today. Show. Amazing. I just was showing you. I can't post on Facebook, guys, in my group. I got banned for 24 hours for saying something that was a joke to somebody, another member who I was joking with. So 24 hours I'm gone. But I got the Anakin with the staff today. So I'm excited about that. Can't wait to open that. But yeah, really good day and very excited to start the show.
Yeah, you got to show that corrugate, baby. You got to show that box that Anakin and the staff. You got it right there. Where is it? You got to show that off, baby. Ooh, look at that, everybody. There it is. How heavy is that, babe?
It's got some weight on it.
Damn.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep. Very
Hot
exciting.
Toys, Star Wars, and welcome everybody who's in here to the Market Chart Show with Aries and Fabio live. Come on, baby. Woo! June 1st. I feel like we got out of May, and I've been on a ride as we fill up the first table, table 5. I see Popsic's in the house. What's going on, Popsic? Let's fill him up with this, baby. I don't think the ride's over. I think the ride is just beginning. I don't even know where to start. But man, dude, it was a freaking epic May, but I think we have to get into the show first. We have to talk a little bit about somebody who breathes like a spoiler alert. For those of you that don't want spoilers, if you didn't see the show,
Get
you
out!
want to get out. Get out of town. This is a very dangerous table that Fabio and I are talking out of right now. Let's go ahead and fill up table 66 as well. Dude, how about the show, man? I tell you what, when I watched it today, we got so much Hot Toys to get into, everybody. We're going to tie this into what this means for Hot Toys, what this means for Howard Chan, what's going on right now. We got some blue screen items to talk about. We got some other things to talk about. We're going to get into all of it. The secondary market, I thank goodness, Fabio, you're on here. Because Obi-Wan, Anakin, all the Obi-Wans, all the Vaders, Tarkins, they are absolutely in freaking insane. But let's talk about this insane episode. I was like, holy crap, when I'm watching this. I'm literally like this. and it won't stop with all the freaking Darth Vader. Dude. And when he put all that stuff on and freaking walked out of that freaking bacta tank, I'm just losing my mind today, man.
Yeah, no, the one thing that, and I've said this before about the Leia character, the little girl, the actress, she's incredible, man. She is so natural. And it's funny because if you pay attention to how she's acting as a kid, it's exactly how Leia is as a grown-up, which is the craziest thing. If you really pay attention to how she acts and the questions and all that stuff, it pretty much shows you, it's telling you how she's going to be as a grown-up. And you know that because you know what Leia is like. That little girl is an amazing actress. And I point that out because for the second time, because she's doing such a good job on this show. It's insane.
No, it's absolutely crazy. You bring up a great point. Imagine the amount of homework that young girl had to do in preparation to do exactly what you just talked about here, my friend. Wow. Because I'm getting that same damn impression. And, watching it with my wife and watching it with my daughters, my wife came right out and said, you could tell that's Leia. Oh, that's a Leia comment right there. That's a Leia mannerism. So, I mean, and they're, like I said, my wife's a general Star Wars fan. I mean, she loves Star Wars. She loves it really because I love it. My 2 older daughters, diehards, probably know more about the Clone Wars and Rebels and all that stuff than I do. Eventually, we'll have them on. You and I talked about that, Fabio. But yeah, I mean, that's a great point. The amount of work that she put in, I am convinced that that's Princess Leia, which is like, holy smoke. That's why I've kind of got a smile on my face because I'm watching her in footage I'd never seen of her before.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, the show is great. I love where it's headed. Right off the bat, Vader, not only Vader, but, angry, super, super angry Vader, ready for anything, ready for everything. And we spoke about this a little while ago. The amount of savagery that he comes out with right off the bat, dragging these people, hurting these people, killing these people without even thinking about it. You know, it's like, wow, this is the type of Vader we're getting, right? And we know how he is already, obviously. But it's like, I didn't expect him to come out just right off the bat, boom, just killing people. Absolutely not. But it's awesome.
And we need, he was kind of like, he was pretty damn freaking epic. Let's go ahead and help me out with the bots. We got to help.
I did. They're all done.
There you go. And we got others in there that could do that as well. Let's go ahead and fill up the Dark Lords of the Sith, all sitting at table 1, baby.
The force is strong in this one.
I'm right with you. Let's say hi to some of the people in here. Look who's in here, Fabio. Woo! So listen, you missed it on when the heck was it? I think we went live Sunday. And we had Joao on, we had Lane on, and Lane and Joao did their woos. I think it was voted that you have the worst woo. That theirs was a little So you have an opportunity to kind of up your game there, Fabio.
All right, let's go. One more try. Ready?
All right, well, let's put him up. Yeah, go ahead. I got to put him up for that. Go ahead. Is it possible that that's the best one? Wow. Good to have Big Dog Pound in here for sure. Joe, what's going on? Need that Vader throne chair with the next figure. Good to have you in here. Alert. 808 Michigan Jedi is in here. Scammer alert. I know. All my admins, go ahead and get rid of these guys in here. Good to have 808 in the house. We all know what table Michigan Jedi sits at. 808 Michigan Jedi. So let's go ahead and fill him up at table 88. That's so damn good. That's so good. Fabulous Disaster. Good to have you in here, my friend. What is going on? AJ, come on. Can we send Vader to get these bots? Yeah, I think we already dispatched them. Continuing to scroll up over here. Looking at some of these comments, getting rid of all of those. This is from Bo Bandy. Welcome in here. Says 501st Deluxe, Fabio. Just hit waitlist. We're going to talk about that blue screen a little bit later in the show, but we knew with those discounts this was coming. They put those up for the week of celebration. I knew that these were on the last tail end. It looks like they got rid of them on the last tail end.
Yeah, no, it was due time. They sold very well. People were getting multiples at a time. Even people, who usually wouldn't buy multiples of things. A lot of people bought at least 2 clones, and who the ones who wanted the deluxe, for that third helmet, definitely got at least 2. So, they did very, very well, and it was, like I said, it was about time.
And we already saw those 501st in the beginning of the Obi-Wan series in the first show. I don't think that we're done with it. We've got 3 shows left. We're going to continue to talk about this Obi-Wan show. So if you don't want spoilers, you may want to move away. But we're saying hi to all of you first while we're doing and addressing some questions. But Fabio, stay with this for a minute. And I know we'll dive on it a little bit later. We saw the 501st there in the show. We may see them again. We saw them in the Book of Boba Fett. Let me fill up 808 Michigan Jedi again at table 88 with this clip. My question to you is, how do these do in the secondary market in a year, in 2 years, in 3 years, these 501sts? What do you think?
Well, so what I'm thinking is going to happen, eventually, is that we're going to start getting, we're going to get a Cody from Attack of the Clones. This is just my opinion. Mm-hmm. And so what I think is going to happen is, just naturally they're going to go up in price, just as anything sold out does. But I think, if that happens, when I say that happens, if there's a Cody, a Cody labeled or branded Attack of the Clones, I think that that's gonna make them go even higher, but there's a chance that they may do, the golden, the orange suited Cody armor as just
yeah.
troopers, as clones, and that may change the value. But again, if they keep these blue, obviously the 501st are blue, so you get these, and then you get that's where I'm a little like, I don't know, but are they going to do well now that they're selling out? Forget it.
Oh yeah, I mean, when it comes to Rex, I mean, and that whole, with the 501st, when it comes to Anakin, that clone, that Anakin with the staff that you're talking about there,
Yep.
And they keep showing these with all the clones. It's going to be real interesting. We're going to have to keep an eye on it. Certainly, I think it was one of the most anticipated troopers of all ever, and now it is finally sold out. So we'll keep getting into that a little bit later in the show. Continuing to say hi to everybody in here. Hold My Balls is in here. Good to have Hold My Balls. Like I said, we need a Hold My Poe. Who's going to create the account? Hold My Poe. Let's go. Where's Poe Dameron? Single Songwriter is in the house and putting that up on the screen. What is going on, Songwriter? Always a pleasure to have you in here for sure. There is Lane. 6 Gale Cantina. This feels goofy to me. My transport trooper is on the way. It's coming to me before my Ahsoka that I PO'd a year beforehand. Well, that's how it goes sometime. I'm just finally getting in, and some people didn't. I think I'm getting it in before Fabio. He can correct me if I'm wrong when we're talking about it. But I get my Boba Fett 2-pack in a couple of days. And I think you're still waiting on yours, right?
Yeah, mine's not coming till I think either mid or late June. So yeah, not yet.
Yeah, it's hard to figure these things out, Lade, but that's cool that you're getting your don't worry, you're getting your Ahsoka, so am I. We're all getting it in there. Good to have you in here, Joe. Good to have you. Eric also says Clone Troopers 501st Deluxe waitlist. Hey, Fabio, how long until the non-deluxe gets in there while I'm going through these?
Well, I mean, obviously the selling point was the extra helmet. Now if you're gonna do, just army build, then, just depends. Obviously, I would assume that anybody who was trying to army build to begin with would get all the deluxes. But now for people who couldn't get them, when they were announced or released, they have plenty of time to get them now. So, I want to say a few more months.
Good call. And I think that some people are going to be jumping on those because they can't get the other one anymore, or it's going to be real interesting. But I could kind of go with you there. Riley's Reviews, one of the Wonder Twins, is in the house. I'm hoping for something for Star Wars tonight from Hot Toys. A lot of people, Riley, we're talking about June 1st. So a lot of people in the chats as well. I'm not ruling out something tonight, Fabio, June 1st to kick off the month. We just finished off May. It was an epic month, and I know we got to get into the show before we get into all the market stuff, but just saying hi to everybody here. They're bringing up some comments. What's your thoughts on the month of June and even tonight for Hot Toys, from Hot Toys for Star Wars?
Well, it's tricky because I feel like we've gotten so much Star Wars already. Yes, we're still waiting for a second wave, or at least the next wave, like they called it. Just the thing is, because of the fact that we've gotten so much Star Wars, and rightfully so because of what's going on, there's still a chance that we may get something today. But do I think so? You never know. That's the thing. You never know. So I'm not going to say no, but I don't know.
I think I'm going to be right along with Fabio on this. I think we both need to hear at this point. It's been so crazy. From the Hot Toys Wizard, and maybe later in this show, is it possible if we get to 100 likes, that we will hear from the Hot Toys Wizard? And you have to wonder, will he actually appear as TK Fobo? And I say, stay tuned in Lane sends a $2 super chat before we get more into this crazy episode today from the Obi-Wan series. Fly away to the coffee droppings. Fly me to the... All right, so he wants me to play this. I know, Lane. Are we going to do this tonight? We're going to do it twice? You know, even though we didn't get the wave, Fabio, in May, we're still going to get a wave.
Oh, it's still coming. Absolutely.
Now, do you think that that wave is going to come in spurts, or they're going to be like, here you go, here's 5 again, like all within like 20 minutes?
No. A wave is a wave. And as soon as they gave us those 5, they said, stay tuned for the next wave. So they're coming just like that.
So there's going to be 5 of these.
5 of these.
Aye. Who dares sits at the most dangerous table in 6-scale Cantina, table 66? Thank you there for the super chat there, Mr. Lane. Always good to have you in here. And if I'm missing saying hi to you, continue to chat. I will catch you in here. I am just one old guy at the controls, setting them for the heart of the sun. Mark McAllister says, bring on the 212. Oh, you know that that's coming. These figures from the crypt, every clone you could imagine is coming. And there could be, am I surprised we're getting a chrome trooper and a black chrome death, whatever that is, death trooper before the 212? Yes, but it doesn't really matter. They're all those are going to sell.
They're all coming. And the reason why it's coming about everything, it's because of the way that they announce, that line, the Attack of the Clones line. Hot Toys pretty much opened up the entire line, themselves for the entire line. So anything's possible, right? So why can't they do that for every other line? Why can't they do that for, what do you call it? The Revenge of the Sith. Why can't they do it for, what was the first one?
Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones. Yep, Revenge of the
Sith. Right, so they could do this for, and obviously we've gotten figures from every movie so far. The thing is, or at least the last 2, you could say Qui-Gon is from what do you call it? Phantom Menace or Attack of the Clone. It doesn't matter. But the way they opened up, again, the line, it's just, here it is. So that's why they could do this at any moment with any anniversary, and there goes every single figure you could ever imagine from Star Wars.
Well, and especially since they're being able to say, as also seen in, Star Wars: The Clone Wars, the animated series, as also seen in Revenge of the Sith, which has nothing to do with the 20th anniversary. So I think they're setting us up for those kind of mixing things to happen, just to take advantage of packaging and things of that nature. Link is in the house. Hey, Aries. Hey to you. Good to have you in here. Brady Peterson asks, when is this next wave coming? Well, look, I was just talking about it with Fabio. We were just talking about that. And Fabio and I both agree this is going to be coming in a wave just like we got before. So stay very, very close to that. Puerto Rican Sith Lord is in the house, one of the Cantina insiders. Always appreciate you being in here. Aries, very excited. I managed to snag a Chrome Clone Trooper as well as a Death Trooper with free shipping today. That's the benefit of being able, Fabio, to go ahead and put in the pre-order with the code is you get the free shipping, right? So congrats to you, my friend.
Yep. No, those are nice. Those are nice troopers too.
Big Dog Pal says, it's so hard to say goodbye to all the 501st Code Trooper Deluxes. Pour out some Spotchka Cantina for another waitlisted hot toy. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And let's fill up table 2.
This drink, I like it.
I know, it's great, right?
Another.
Another.
We may get another tonight. We may get another tonight, baby. Oh, my God. And again, if I miss some of your chats over here, just keep putting them in. I'll do my best to keep them in here for sure. All right, so Fabio, man, whoa, dude, Louis Labitz, welcome. Mark Ranke, welcome as well. This series right here, my man. Ooh, baby. Let's continue the conversation, dude. Lord Vader is back. We were talking about Princess Leia at first. I agree with you, and we'll continue to talk about her. Her acting job is absolutely unbelievable. I am convinced that she is Princess Leia at that age, at the age of 10. Mm-hmm. And, like I said, I was watching it with my wife and my daughters, and they were convinced as well. I was like, holy crap, this girl is amazing. I mean, they all said it. But let's talk about this Vader for a minute. This was kind of like they showed him a little bit in the last episode, and I was starting to think, oh, Deborah Chow, she's going to put a little bit in here and there up to the last episode. Holy crap. He was in there today, baby.
Yeah, no, amazing. I didn't think, obviously everybody knew that he was going to be on the show. Obviously it's an Obi-Wan show. Obi-Wan's story has a lot to do, 99.9% it has to do with Anakin, right? Mm-hmm. The thing is, I didn't expect Vader to be not only on the show so soon, but for so long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he's always very, obviously he has his scenes and stuff, but he's more of like, he's always around. He's always there. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to constantly be showing him to do that. But he was on, and the fact that he came in guns blazing, destroying everything right off the bat, amazing.
This was probably like one of the most epic moments in my life today. Like, I'm serious, because just to see Darth Vader return like that, it's on a level. When Luke came back in The Mandalorian season 2, I spilled all my coffee, and I'm quite beside myself. And really, starting off June 1st, after coming off of Celebration and Force Month May, is it possible that it's Force Month June? And I say yes. I'm literally just blown away. And yes, Fabio and I already talked even before we came on. But dude, man, let's talk about
and what's another thing that's crazy about it real quick? The fact that obviously years have passed, obviously since that happened between him and Obi,
10 years,
and the fact that 10 years, and the fact that it felt like, obviously they're made to make it feel that way, but it feels like it just happened. He's still fresh, very angry, and he's like doing everything to get to him, no matter what it is. That's why he's killing. I'm telling you, the show is awesome.
And warning, spoiler alerts, you are watching the Market Chart Show with Aries and Fabio live. We're going to be getting into all kinds of crazy stuff within the secondary market and primary market, which we already started with your comments here later in the show. We're starting off talking about this third episode in the Kenobi series. If you don't want to know what happened, you may want to walk away. But man, dude, Fabio, talk about the scene when he's in the bacta tank and the robotics start putting on everything for him. Wow, dude. What was going through my mind is, what is Anakin thinking? Who is he thinking of? Is he thinking of the revenge he wants on Obi-Wan? Is he mourning the loss still of Padme? And I think we know one answer for sure. He certainly wants Obi-Wan. But I was like, holy crap, to actually see how he's put together, to actually see the way that he's going through that medical treatment, and to be able to sustain as being a life form, I was blown away.
My first thought was, can you imagine Hot Toys giving us a put together Vader?
Oh,
remember? I don't know if you remember. Maybe you could see it from here. So that right there, I don't know if you see it. It's on top of it looks like a bed, like a table.
Mm-hmm.
That right there. So that's the Iron Man 2 Unleashed version, right? Of Colonel Rhodes. And Hot Toys could easily give us something like that with a parted out Vader. And that's why I was like, oh my God, can you imagine? And we get to put the parts on if we want them dressed, if we want them in the tank. That was my first thought right away. I was like, oh, we're getting figures. We're getting so many figures from here.
Talk to me about that. Let's stay with that, because so you really feel that this could be something from Hot Toys, because we're thinking we're going to get, I was thinking it's possible we get a battle damage version, which we'll get into that, because I definitely think we're going to get a battle damage Vader, because I think I know where Obi-Wan's going to go from here. We'll talk about it. But just talking with that, with the back to tank and then putting the, Vader together like that, or boy, that would be would that be a deluxe?
Absolutely.
Do you think?
It would have to be a deluxe, and it would have to be, there would obviously have to be a some type of special edition accessory as well. They'll give you something. Absolutely.
Starkiller goes back to tank Vader. How much you think that go for?
I mean, depending how they do it, because they give you dioramas that are kind of flimsy and cheap, so it just depends on how they go about it. Look at that. Look at what they did with the mole box.
Mm-hmm.
They made it look like the sarcophagus. So it's really cool. Are you really going to use it that way? Most likely you're not. You can. That's the whole point. But that's what I mean. So it depends how Hot Toys decides to go about it. Can they do it? Absolutely. Like you said, another type of Vader would be a battle damage Vader. Like I've been saying from even before the show started, multiple head sculpt Vader. So different helmets, different head sculpts. The reason why I think they should go all out with this show specifically, and specifically speaking about Vader, is because, this is, I feel like, in my opinion, at least as of now, is going to be the most you're going to see of Vader, or at least the most you should see of Vader in any other show. If Vader comes out in any other show or movie or whatever, it's not going to be lengthy like this. He's going to have his scenes, his clips here and there, but
not unless it's his own show. There are rumored to have a Vader show. If it's that,
but that's what I'm saying. As of right now, there isn't. So
right.
So this is where you should get the most Vader out of everywhere, unless, like you said, there's a Vader show or Vader movie specifically on him. Which movie, I doubt it, but a show, absolutely. Now,
I was gonna say, Link agrees with you. Hot Toys will do a build your own Vader from that first scene.
So that's what I think. And again, because I feel like we should get so many different Vaders, because there's no reason for us to see this much of Vader and these different versions of Vader anywhere else but in this show. So that's why I think that way.
808 Michigan Jedi says wife is not feeling 100%. Oh, well, give the wife of 808 Michigan Jedi our best. Good to have you in here. So you'll wait till later this evening to watch it. Well, I could tell you with this show, it wasn't the epic lightsaber scene. That isn't happening till later on in the series, obviously. But there's so much Vader in this show.
Yeah, no, I was gonna tell him, don't worry about what we're talking about. When you watch it, it's completely different. Like, you have to experience what's happening.
Yeah. If someone told me, honestly, with these spoilers today, I would just be like, yeah, okay, you have to see it.
Right,
so
you have to really be there and enjoy it, because it'll blow your mind.
Yeah, that's what I thought of as well. I think Hot Toys is going to jump all over that, and now I think people are starting to get the picture. Because that's not a battle damage Vader. That essentially is. It's battle damage from Revenge of the Sith, from after the battle on Mustafar, between him and Obi-Wan. Right. But as far as having a battle damage to the clean, nice, shiny, suit, that's going to happen in this series. I think that you're going to get one of those.
Absolutely. Yeah, no. So so this is where it gets tricky. So what happened during the fight on the Revenge of the Sith between Obi and Anakin, how Anakin ended up, which was the beginning of Vader, would be a battle damage Vader, a battle damage Anakin, not a battle damage Vader. Battle damage Vader would be Vader's damaged armor, like actual damage on the armor. So chunks missing, lights, seeing circuit wires, seeing things happening. You know what I mean? That's about it. A chunk missing off the helmet. That's a battle damage. Mm-hmm. Not Anakin being burned. That's not battle damage. That's just Anakin. That would be considered to me battle damage Anakin. You know what I mean? Even though there was light side Anakin, and then obviously with you could replace the hand and make him look like that would also be considered, a lightly battle damage, Anakin as well. But the him burnt is just, an Anakin, and obviously if we get to put the suit on him, amazing.
70 in here right now. Go ahead and smash that like button if you would. You are watching the Dark Jedi and Fabio on the Market Show Live, and we do appreciate it if you go ahead and smash that like button right now and go into some of these comments in here. Putting this up on here. Riley's reviews. Riley, good to have Riley in here. One of the Wonder Twins. I am what you made me. I know. Those are some epic moments.
What have you become?
I am what you made me. It was just like chilling, dude. It was chilling.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine being this guy who's been, wondering, man, I killed my pupil, my student, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden it's like he's alive. Like, and then you see him. Not only do you see him, you have a what's the word? Hallucination of him being like the last time you saw him.
Mm-hmm.
But then you actually get to see him with the Sith armor, or crazy stuff.
Trick Nasty Rose says Hot Toys did the Iron Man Mark III construction version, something similar to a back-to-tank Vader, Fabio. So, yep. Interesting for sure. Knight of Ren 789 asks me, what is Rogue One Vader doing now post episode 3? So let me tell you something. We'll get into the market stuff a little bit later in the show because there's a whole lot, Knight of Ren, to dive into. I will tell you right now that the Rogue One Vader, the Empire Strikes Vader without the 40th packaging, the Vader with the 40th packaging, the A New Hope Vader, especially with the Tarkin, as the banner on this video says, off the charts, baby. We're going to be getting into that in this show for sure. Wow, absolutely crazy. So Fabio, let's go into, we actually got to see Vader with everything on minus the helmet, looking right at you there. So now with the Vader that they teased at Sideshow that's upcoming, the one that we just saw from Celebration, where it was labeled Obi-Wan series Darth Vader.
Yep.
Is that the head sculpt that we're going to get, that you're going to be able to swap in and out that helmet with that?
So there's a chance. So I don't know if you guys saw Sideshow made, a Vader a long time ago. I don't know if Hot Toys ever made a Vader with the head sculpt. If they did, I don't have it, so I don't remember. But I have a Sideshow one with his head when it's kind of white.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a picture of Hayden. He was doing his makeup, I guess, for Vader, but his face actually looks like it was burnt charcoal dark.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's the only thing. I don't know if we're going to get a white one or a burnt dark one. Either way, we're getting a head sculpt with Hayden's face on it, guaranteed.
Well, I talked a lot about Fabio, that we were going to have multiple pre-orders at one time up for Star Wars characters that are very, very popular. So one of the things I wanted to ask you is, what about Darth Vader specifically? We talked about Luke, and suddenly there's 3 Lukes that are up on pre-order right now. You got the Luke Snowspeeder that just came out. You got the Luke Mando. You got the Luke DX25. I think we're going to be getting a Snowspeeder pilot Luke, a different Luke here very, very, very soon. For a battle damage Luke Bespin as well, but probably closer to when that other one releases. But let's talk about Vader, because now we're talking about a lot of different Vaders. We're talking about a regular Vader, where you just see the head sculpt that you pop it off, the one that they teased. Now you're talking about the back-to-tank one. And then there's possibly another version here of Darth Vader when he fights Obi-Wan again, which we all know he's going to meet up with Obi-Wan again in the series.
Don't forget that hallucination of Obi could be of Obi seeing Anakin. That Anakin alone could be a
Well,
2.0.
That's a dark side Anakin.
Exactly, a 2.0, reissue of that Anakin.
Did you see the eyes?
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Exactly. So right there, that's a 2.0. How much is Anakin, Dark Side Anakin, going for right now? Crazy.
No, it's absolutely insane right now. What is going on with Dark Side Anakin?
Right. So they go to a 2.0. They could even give you, how they kill eBay immediately. A single Anakin with dark side and light side head, and there it goes. There goes the entire eBay market for whether it's light side Anakin or dark side Anakin. One body, 2 head sculpts. Done.
Here you go.
There you go. You used. Look at that. Used.
$795, Fabio, with 29 bids.
Used.
That's
So,
$800, not including 15 in shipping, which is pretty good shipping. It's usually 20.
So,
and not including taxes. It's like
they could give you the accessories of light side Anakin and dark side Anakin in one single box, 2 head sculpts, whatever base, most likely a newer base or a reused base, whatever they want to go with. That's a freaking DX right there.
Dude, you could buy 3 Hot Toys right now from Sideshow with shipping and taxes for less than this.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't that crazy?
Yep. So Hot Toys is coming for this figure 100%. Just wait.
And was it that flashback in the sand was Anakin, but with the eyes that flashed these eyes here? I believe it was, because that's the first thing I looked at. Is holy crap, he's seeing Anakin in the sand, and I said, "There's your dark side Anakin," and I was like, "Holy smoke!" There's a reason. Remember, KX Enforcer Droid was about as long as that scene, right?
That's my point. That's exactly what I mean. Exactly. It was just there not long at all. So Jake, they could use, because it's not like they don't have what it takes to make Anakin all over again. They absolutely have everything on hand because they're making stuff for Obi-Wan anyway. So they have all the material, they have all the equipment, they have everything. So that's why just from that alone, 1 figure, 2 head sculpts, base, accessories from the light and dark, done.
Put this on here from Knight of Ren. He says, use Dark Side Anakin $795. Damn. And this is what Starkiller says. Even bots want Dark Side Anakin.
Yeah, they're relentless today. They're usually never this bad, but they're nonstop tonight.
Oh, look what Single Songwriter just found out, and I don't even have this one. Songwriter, send me the link on Instagram if you got this one. I'm hopefully I got it saved because I got all of them because I track all this. But Songwriter's just saying here, Fabio, that 1 Dark Side Anakin new just sold on eBay for $900. This is what's going on right now.
If a used one is $795, what do you think a new one's going to be? So that makes a lot of sense. Oh my God, yeah, they're coming for this figure. Just wait.
Yeah, Songwriter, go ahead. If you're able to find it, send me the link on the auction on the Instagram, and I'll take a look at it. That's crazy, but that's what's going on.
Yep.
Right now with this. So now all of a sudden, now here's the thing. Here's where it could also be different. Will they call this Dark Side Anakin again? Because here's the thing, Fabio. That's kind of an error in a way. This is not Dark Side Anakin. This is Darth Vader. The Emperor said. Right. The Emperor said right shortly after I fill up 66, and he said this. Then he went on to say, henceforth, you shall be known as Darth Vader.
Yeah.
So, dude, that's Darth Vader. So now you're going to have 1 Darth Vader up. You'll have another Darth Vader up from the one that they showed. Probably a battle damaged one, that's 3, or a battle tanked one, or right there you could potentially get easily 3 is my point. Easily.
Yeah, no, they'll milk, and like I said, any chance, now they're doing, they're giving us multiple head pieces, they're doing a lot of different things. So absolutely, they could give us so much stuff. And like I said, this is the time that you're going to get the most Anakin Darth Vader action, ever, period. So this is the chance of us to get as many different types of Vaders as possible.
Single Songwriter says, bots have been sent to the Sarlacc pit. There you go, baby. Much like as we fill up table 0, this guy was.
I'm Boba Fett. I'm here to see the mayor.
Boba Fett. Do you have an appointment?
Fabio, can you imagine if that guy asked Darth Vader if he has an appointment? He wouldn't be able to have a.
Yeah, exactly. He'd be done. He'd be done.
Oh my god,
Oh.
dude, he is he. How did you like the way And we're welcome everybody. You are watching the Market Chart Show with Aries and Fabio, and live here on a Wednesday evening. We are talking about everything, all one kip and caboodle, and especially here this third episode of the Obi-Wan series. Man, oh man! I mean, how did you think how did you like the interaction after he put on? You saw those robotics, automation, put on all his legs, his arms, his chest pieces, his everything. Then he walks up, and then the third sister has interaction with him. What was your impression with their interaction? Because she's pretty much like in everybody's face, but as I expected, she has a certain respect for the Dark Lord.
Yeah, no, she's hungry. It became clear that she's hungry. I was like, why is she so pushy? Why is she so pushy? Now, at the end, it makes sense why. But no, she's very, very intense. I don't know if you saw what happened with the post that Ewan McGregor posted on I don't know if it was the Star Wars page and him about some comments that were made. She's a great actress. She's doing a great job. Like I said, I feel like she's living that role. She makes me feel like she's really pissed off about somebody or something, and she's really looking to get Obi. Like, it's crazy how I feel like the entire cast of the show is doing a great job with the acting. So I have no complaints about any of it, but the scene to me, very, very cool, very intense, because it was like, she came in with her attitude and he was like, so I like that stuff. So it's cool.
Yeah, no, and he was like, look, I know what your ambitions are, and if you do this, you could become the Grand Inquisitor, but otherwise you're not going to have your life. That's the other option.
Yep.
So, pretty much acting like this here. Let's fill up table 1 with the Dark Lords again.
Apology accepted, Captain Nida.
How freaking epic was it to just have him back like this? I mean, hot damn. It's just so much Darth Vader. How about the other Inquisitor when she said, no, I just spoke to Darth Vader, and he was like, you spoke to Lord Vader? And she's like, yeah. And he's like, okay. I mean, what do you say?
I would love him as a figure, believe it or not.
Me too. He's pretty awesome.
Really nice. I like that. I like that whole robotic metal. I even like that weird ass helmet that he's got on. I love that hat. Reminds me of
kind of reminds me of Lord Raiden from Mortal Kombat.
I was gonna say it reminds me of Kung Lao from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, or Kung Lao. Whatever the heck he does there.
Oh my god.
I know we're talking about this episode. Do you still think we're getting the Grand Inquisitor even though he's dead?
I think so. I think so because they're doing the Bat Batch, okay? Bat Batch, I actually I'm up to episode, I think 2 or 3 right now because I'm trying to get into it. And, the show's not bad actually. And so I feel like if they made those, they have to make these. And I know it's not, I'm not comparing them. I'm not saying they're the same, characters or anything like that. But I feel like they have such an importance on the show that, and they look great together. If you look at them like side by side, imagine them on a shelf, they look beautiful. So I think they will.
Yeah, I could concur with that. If we remember back, you're going to get almost 6 hours of footage from this one series, which equates to about the same amount of footage you got with the original trilogy. 6 hours back from 1977 through 1983, from A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back and The Last Jedi. We got everything imaginable from Kenner, from that particular line, every single character. So I agree with you. I think we will get the Grand Inquisitor. Adrian says, will a 2.0 Anakin or Obi still take 12 to 18 months? So from my take, Adrian, when they reissued a straight reissue of Yoda from Attack of the Clones, it didn't take that long. I think it took about, gosh, how long was that up there, Fabio? About 9 months. So it was about a year. It was less than a year, or about a year. I would think if it's a straight reissue, no. If it has some differences, I think 18 months. I don't know. What do you think, Fabio? I mean,
Obi still take 12 to 18. I mean, I'm gonna say. See, the thing is, they're not building armor. They're not making pieces. They're not making molds. They're not doing anything like that for like they do for a stormtrooper. That takes time. There's nothing really to paint. All you got to do is get the clothing, get a body, and get the head. The focus will be on the head. That's not going to take, obviously, as long as having to do a head, having to do, molds for panels, for pieces, to put, whether it's die-cast, metallic pieces, plastic armors, things like that. That takes a lot longer than to make something like an Anakin and Obi-Wan. It's just clothes, It's just shoes, clothes, and the head. I don't think so at all. I think it'll be a lot quicker than that. But again, with Hot Toys, you never know.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Putting this in here from Joe, says Black Series is doing all the Inquisitors in one wave, which is awesome. Yep. I do think that Hot Toys, as you could just see from this month, they basically gave you 5 figures in a row, not even the real big meat, except C-3PO and R2, of course.
Right.
But they didn't even give you the big meat yet. They didn't give you Padme yet. They didn't give you Mace yet. They didn't give you Anakin yet. They didn't give you Obi-Wan yet. They're all coming, including that Kit Fisto. It's so funny to still see this. There's still people out there, Fabio, and I try to give them hope. I try to tell them that, that this is what they call me.
They call him the Wizard.
But they still have doubts on Kit Fisto. But he's coming.
Oh my God, he's coming. And I have a feeling that, they may be, tweaking his head sculpt, which is why, we haven't really seen much. That smirk that he had on the figure, it doesn't look bad at all. I think more like in the movie, it looked cheesy because it looked kind of fake. But I think the figure is going to look amazing.
4K Media Guy says, who do you think will show up in the Obi-Wan show? I'm waiting for Qui-Gon. So listen, I'm going to bring this up. So when I watched the first 2 episodes, he certainly has made a reference every episode to Qui-Gon. Master Qui-Gon, where are you? Master Qui-Gon. Master Qui-Gon. Master Qui-Gon. Goose egg, goose egg, goose egg. Deborah Chow, along with the help of Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau, is not going to keep teasing that so that the end of the series happens and they're like, ha ha, you're not going to see Qui-Gon. Ha ha ha. Deborah Chow is not waiting to set you all up as I fill up table 66 to do this at you at the ending credits. You're going to see Liam Neeson in here, Fabio, which brings up a great question. Look, we're going to get into this as we continue to go on with this show. Obi-Wan Kenobi from Revenge of the Sith, regular or deluxe, is absolutely bonanza right now in the secondary market. All the Anakins, the Obi-Wan from A New Hope, Tarkin, anything even remotely related to this series is insane. Can you even imagine if Qui-Gon Jinn shows up in this, what happens to that figure in the secondary market? And, people would ask, hey, will it have a effect? It will certainly have an effect.
Well, yeah, of course. If you see, and even though it'll be, a Force ghost, just that alone just makes will make anybody want the figure, want to have the figure, in their collection. So absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Or imagine if he doesn't show up as a Force ghost in some of the scenes, because the way he saw Anakin in the sand, he actually didn't see a Force ghost there. It looked like Anakin in the frickin' sand.
Right.
Imagine if we get a Qui-Gon glimpse of that. Holy crow, because, here, I'll bring this up. I've got him. Where is he? I got him right here.
Now,
look at this baby. Look, man.
Yeah, see, that's awesome. That's a beautiful figure.
If he shows up like this and says, Obi-Wan, you must dig deep, baby.
What do you have on his
neck? What's that?
What do you have on his neck?
Oh, I didn't take off the little.
You still got.
I still got the. Yeah. I have it on my Dooku too, in some of them. Some of them I do. I didn't with this one though.
No, look at that figure, man. And then, and if they're not going to make a new Qui-Gon, don't put it past them to give you a reissue.
No, absolutely. But right now this figure's about like $290 within the secondary market. It's steady. It's slowly, very slow bird going up, showing some signs of going up. But I could absolutely see this skyrocketing into the 400s and even 500 if he shows up. I mean, I think it would happen so damn quick overnight if he shows up.
Oh, absolutely. And again, that opens up, the question: are they going to reissue it? You don't know. Yeah. So they'll look at the market. Absolutely, they'll look at the market and see, what's going on with that figure specifically. Because even if let's say it's just his voice, right? But even if, let's say, there's a force ghost, why wouldn't they release the figure and make that money either way? You know what I mean? So it's a possibility at all times.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think that once it skyrockets over $350 to $400, I think it stays there. It's going to wind up staying there and moving. And so I almost think for people, if you're looking for a Qui-Gon and you have it budgeted, I mean, right now, Fabio, you could actually pick this up, shipped around $300. It's not a bad price right now if you really want one. Right, it's not going to stay that way if he shows up.
Correct. Right now, and exactly that. If he shows up on the show and you haven't gotten him, good luck.
Yeah, exactly. Putting him back right over here. I may bring him back out later. So that's who I think will show up in the show. Let's go over Fabio as the bots just keep coming. They just really want this dark side Anakin.
Now, I'm going to ask you, Plagueis, what? So I'm assuming that the Emperor was his he was his apprentice, Plagueis' apprentice. He kills him, but nobody learned how to come back from. Like, is that what happened?
Well,
because I'm trying to connect what Qui-Gon Jinn is gonna because Yoda
would have nothing to do with them. He would just have
correct. But I'm saying, apparently this was not learned by anybody but Plagueis, and then obviously this one came along, but he doesn't say I learned it too. He just says only one person did it. So that's what I'm trying to figure out.
It's going to be interesting. I really don't know, but I know that Yoda was basically saying from Revenge of the Sith that he's learned how to communicate from the nether realm, from that realm, and then I will teach you how to commune with him, while you're in your solitude, which he's doing on Tatooine, which right now he's having no success, it seems like. But you have to wonder, will he have success before the end of the show? And like I said, Deborah keeps we keep seeing these teases every show. And I think now, which goes into that, let's talk about what you asked, and also with this, as we're talking about this show here, this epic return of Lord Vader today. And we've got 70 in here. Smash the like button right now. And we thank you so much for your support. And subscribe to the channel if you've never subscribed here to 6 Scale Cantina. If you subscribe, then you'll get all the notifications of when I'm going to be going live. So you definitely want to go ahead and do that. But Yeah, no, it's a little bit crazy with this. So Vader versus Obi-Wan, he was absolutely killed. We're kind of jumping from one part to another. What does Obi-Wan do now, Fabio? Because you know they're going to have that epic lightsaber scene that they teased later on in the series. What is he going to have to do to get ready to meet him again? Does it have anything to do with Qui-Gon?
Well, he's got to get his rust off. You know what I mean? He's got to do something. He's got to figure something out, because just with the whole thing with Leia, when she was falling, he was struggling, with the Force. So there's got to be some, whether it's meditation, he's got to meet up with somebody. Maybe he meets up with another Jedi somewhere that we don't know about. But they're building up to something really, really good.
Yeah, they're leading up to something really, really good with this. So my perspective on this is, watching this show today, which absolutely just was one of the most surreal experiences as a Star Wars fan that I could ever have, with Darth Vader coming back in. Holy smoke. I want to say to Deborah Chow, congratulations. Absolutely epic. Absolutely out of this galaxy. Man. And I mean, to bring him back so much in here and have him tie in also well. But I think what's going to happen is, and I didn't even realize that Obi-Wan got burned. That's a nice thing to and again, there's some spoilers here, but
That
to
scene,
learn, that was crazy. Incredible.
Oh my God. Just how he lit up the ground, or whatever, the ground, with the what do you call it? The freaking sword, the lightsaber, the dark saber, whatever you want to call it. Oh my God. I was like, this is like straight torture that he wants to put this guy through right here. And he didn't even flinch. He goes, now you're going to roast, toast.
You haven't even begun to suffer.
Yeah, like, can you imagine? Wow.
Darth Vader wrecks shop. How about this? And I was telling people before this started to go ahead and mark it down. As I heard from the Hot Toys Wizard, I said it in about 4 or 5 different shows, and I'll go ahead and play this real quick.
They call him the Wizard.
That there was no way in the world Deborah Chow was going to do this and not have James Earl Jones do the voice for Darth Vader, because they wouldn't confirm it. They wouldn't say it. Look, Fabio, they're not going to tell you every single actor that's going to be in every single one of these shows or movies, because then you get all the spoilers and you know who's all going to show up. So of course they're not going to tell you.
Correct. Yeah, they keep that stuff, the most important stuff, I feel like, the most secretive, because exactly that's why they don't want you to to know everything about the show. They want you to be surprised about things. They want to bring that shock factor to you, and not just for you to know everything that's to come. Then that's boring, and people get turned off. They don't even watch the show.
Yeah, you're not going to know. Just like it was said, it was confirmed that this was not showing up in here, and the actress said these actors are never going to tell you unless they tell them. You can go ahead and say that, or don't say that, or sometimes some of them let out little hints or put out little tweets, Fabio, or say some things they can say on Jimmy Kimmel, or this late night show or this talk show, where you can kind of read into it a little bit and go, but not exactly saying it. But you got to have James Earl Jones do the voice for Darth Vader. There's just no other way to do it.
Right. And you're going to get Hayden's voice when he has the helmet off, I feel like. So
yes,
once he has the helmet on, I think the only person, allowed to do that voice is him.
How many scenes do you think we're going to get, since we already saw Dark Side Anakin in the sand, and we're talking about perhaps a 2.0 or reissue of that figure, and maybe the 2.0, Fabio, is just the fact that they call him Darth Vader. Maybe they don't give you that base and they just give you him. Obviously, when he saw him in the sand, Fabio, he was not on that robot on Mustafar. So now they don't need to give you that base. Now they're not reissuing that Dark Side Anakin exactly. They're basically giving you that figure. They could say it's from the Obi-Wan series, They could just put him in there minus the base and give you another base, voila, bada boom, bada bing. There's your 2.0. They could also call it Darth Vader.
Yeah, and they'll give you, like I said, a special edition accessory where they could give you, a completely different base, diorama base. They could give you, like they've been doing with Luke, multiple bases. Anything's possible at this point, and that's what makes it great, because not only was Hot Toys, super difficult to guess before this. Now forget it. They're throwing everything at us. So, you really can't pinpoint anything anymore.
And you are watching the Market Show live with Aries and Fabio here on this Wednesday evening. We have got 75 in here watching live. Go ahead and smash that like button. And don't forget to subscribe here to sixscalecantina.com for sure. I feel like Obi-Wan now is going to go to a place where he is going to, is he going to retrain, you think, Fabio? Is he going to try and sharpen his skills? I think he's going to finally get, I think that this moment, this epiphany that he had, where it's like, hey, I just saw Anakin. Holy crap. Anakin's alive. Oh my goodness, I just saw him. All of a sudden, he may get the spiritual tingle he needs to finally commune with Qui-Gon. And then I think it's going to be Qui-Gon that may give him some non-GMO vitamins, if you will, to help him start saying, hey, get his old stuff back. Because I know it's right at Obi-Wan. He's going to get it in there. He's just not sharp at this moment. But I think he has all the incentive now to be sharp.
He needs to push. He needs some moral support. He needs to know that, that he's not alone. He feels alone. You could see it. You know what I mean? He doesn't even know that there are more Jedi out there. You know what I mean? I'm assuming he suspects that there are, that they're not all dead except him. You know what I mean? That would be foolish in my opinion. But, he hasn't seen any of them. I don't think he wants to. So, now at this point, knowing what's happening with Vader, and it's like, wait a minute. So I feel like he has to get off his ass, to a certain extent and do something about it. And so, he's got to, like I said, he's got to do something to get his force back. And obviously we know, for the next fight or whatever, he's got to be 100% because, he saw what he could do to him. You know what I mean? He burnt them in half in 2 seconds. So he's got to wake up.
Yeah, absolutely. Punisher XS says, Fabio, hi, Aries. Love your channel. Thank you so much, Punisher XS. And let me tell you something. Is it also possible that I love FabsFigures channel? And I say yes. So listen, everybody who's in here.
I love Spotchka.
And he really loves, here it is. I know I teased it off-world, even though I'm drinking wizard juice.
Off-world.
Jawa egg juice, baby. Everybody in here, if you're not subscribed to FabsFigures, you need to do so right now. He's got like the most amazing collection. You could go through this tour. It's like going through a maze. It's like Maze Runner, okay? Or that last scene in Return of the Dragon with Bruce Lee, and he go all these corridors, all these mirrors. He's got so many figures, the most I've ever seen. And you get to see it all at FabsFigures. So if you're not subscribed to him, I got the link within the video description. My good friend here, Fabio, you absolutely got to do that. And Fabio, I think that just taking a pause for a moment, I'm doing a giveaway for my channel for the 4th of July weekend. I was going to do it for, this May week, for this first month, May, but it seems like every channel was doing a giveaway. Yeah. So I kind of wanted to wait till like 4th of July when all this was over and kind of do a Hot Toys giveaway then, which I'm going to do, give away another Hot Toy that weekend. And I think you're going to give something away for your channel as well. We're going to kind of do it together, right, brother?
Yeah, I'm going to do a giveaway to try to get, at least to 1,000 subs. So hopefully, guys, you have subscribed already. If not, please do so. But yeah, so we're gonna do it together. I still have to figure out, what what figure I'm gonna give away. So, but yeah, and then another thing was I was supposed to do a video for you guys to like and share, and which was going to be used for the giveaway, which I never got to anyway. So that's got to get done as well. So all of that's coming soon. But yes, July 4th, you said?
July 4th weekend. July 4th, that weekend, we're going to get it done, baby.
Yep.
Going to have a couple of giveaways here. So you definitely want to go ahead and do that. Punisher says, Aries, I love your channel. That's why we put that up. Thank you so much, man. And we love you. And put this up here from Songwriter. Get Fabio from FabsFigures to 1,000 subscribers. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Come on.
Thank you, guys.
Mark says, I think he could go to Yoda to get some more insight on how to commune with Qui-Gon. Holy crap, I never considered that.
He
I probably knows where Yoda is.
I was going to say, why can't he just talk to Yoda?
Well, I mean, Bail Organa was able to call Obi-Wan, right? He called him.
Right.
So I'm sure Bail Organa also has Yoda's number, and Yoda has Bail's number, and vice versa.
Absolutely.
Obi-Wan. And maybe we actually don't get out of this series without seeing Yoda. Is it possible that we see Yoda, Fabio? What do you think of the possibility of seeing Yoda in this series then?
Is it possible? Yes. Are they going to do it? I don't think so, because I feel like they want to make that connection more with Qui-Gon than Yoda. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The fact that Yoda, told him specifically, I have a mission for you, or I want you to go for more training, or, all that stuff that he told him was leading more towards, you need to figure out your situation with Qui-Gon. So is it possible? Absolutely. Is it going to happen? I don't think so, because again, it's more towards Qui-Gon than him.
Charlie the Unicorn says a Frank Oz Yoda scene would be mega bomb awesome. And then Mark says, Fabio, Obi-Wan knows where Yoda is because in A New Hope, he knows Yoda was on Dagobah. He told Luke to go there. Oh, yeah, well, that was actually, in Empire Strikes Back. Luke, you will go to the Dagobah system. And he goes, Dagobah system? There you will learn from Yoda, the Jedi Master who instructed me. Let's play this.
Right, I'll see you shortly. There's a meteorite that hit the ground near here. I want to check it out. It won't take long.
Boy, that figure's coming. That's so freaking easy to make now.
Oh, yeah.
That is so easy to make, Fabio. All you do is you use the DX25 head sculpt, which I think is the Mando head sculpt, everyone says. And then you put that little snow outfit crap on.
Yeah, no, it's an easy, and that's why I said it's an easy figure to make for them. It's coming. But one thing I was going to say too about figures, that Ned droid is really cool. You know what it reminds me of? I don't know if you guys remember oh my God, what the hell was it called? Those big robotic fighters. They were boxers.
Yes.
What was the name of that movie? I can't remember that movie with
I know what you're. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It also reminded me a little bit of Robbie the Robot, but not exactly, but a little bit. I know the head's much bigger, but
it was like the Black Chrysanthemum of droids. You know what I mean? Like that thing was massive. That thing was bigger than everybody. I was like, oh man, that thing is huge. So are they gonna do that droid? I don't know, but that would be cool. I would definitely buy it.
They did the KX Enforcer droid, but that was a reissue. So we'll see if they invest in it. But then again, not a head sculpt. So not out of the realm.
Right.
808 puts in here. He did know where Yoda had gone. Yoda contacted him through the Force. Yeah, so you know what, Fabio? I think he could make an appearance in here. I will tell you this. I think it would be a short one if he was in here. I think it'd be short. You wouldn't see him again, possibly. And then I think there'd be a little bit more emphasis on Qui-Gon, probably showing up a little bit more forward from there. But he could do a cameo.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And maybe what he does is he actually calls Yoda from the communique, and you see him through a hologram where he is, and then
that would be absolutely. Yeah. Yep, that would make more sense if he came out if he was on the show in that way. Absolutely, I feel like that would be more doable than just out of nowhere Yoda's. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And the songwriter goes, the bots have been vaporized by single songwriter. And this guy, a very powerful Sith Lord who helped him do it.
Everything that happens now is happening now.
What happened to then?
We passed that.
When?
Just now. We're at now.
Go back to then.
When?
Now.
Now?
Now.
I can't.
Why?
We missed it.
When?
Just now.
Just now.
Dude, I would love one of those dark helmets. Can you imagine having that up on your shelf? A dark helmet, and then you open it up and you got Rick Moranis with the big glasses.
They have to make that, even as an exclusive.
Dude, I would lose it. I think a lot of people would buy. I know I'd buy that.
Oh,
There's no way I couldn't buy that.
It's just so great. It's so funny looking too.
Oh my God, that is just too funny. Continuing to go down some of these comments in here. 4K Media Guy goes, Dark Helmet was that celebration. LOL. The collector number 1 says you'd have to have 2 dark helmets, Fabio. Goodness gracious. That is crazy.
At least 2.
Let's talk about, before we go on to some of the market stuff and concluding on this, although we could continue to talk about it in the show. Leia now is in the grasp of the third sister, right? I know I got to watch it again because I watched it today, but I'm just like, that's where she is right now. So Obi-Wan has to go help her.
Yep. That's where they left off. Yep.
Wow. So he has even double incentive to go seek out whatever he's got to seek out to get his crap together to be able to match up with Darth Vader. So you know he's going to want to do that. He's going to, and he also now has an attachment, you can tell, to Leia because he's grown. Those two have kind of grown a little bit close together, right?
Yep, absolutely. And then and I feel like what made that happen was, her questioning about his family. You know what I mean? Once he developed that little bond of him explaining to her, and he, I felt when she was asking all these questions, and she said, "Did you know my mother?" And she's like, "Why are you lying to me?" She's like, I feel like you're lying," like all that stuff. Like, I feel like that moment was when they really got close because remember before she was just like being kind of like annoying to him, but that little moment that they had was, I feel like that's when he started with the attachment, and then that's when she was like, when that whole thing happened, she was like, you know what? She's like, go, I could do this from here. You go get him. So that was her way of saying, like I really like him. I don't want anything to happen to him. So absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's crazy. And talking about this, Fabio, I can't wait to see episode 4. I can't wait to see episode 5. Forget about episode 6.
I don't want it to end, honestly. I don't want this because I feel like it's, apparently it's a movie that was cut up into 6 episodes, right? Which is cool, but it's already so good that just the thought of it that it's going to end. It's just inevitable. Having such a good show, and the fact that you don't have good shows so often like this, coming from Book of Boba, which was, a disappointment, not for me, but I'm just saying for a lot of people it was a disappointment. And which, it's fine, but having something like this now, it makes you really appreciate, what's happening, so it's like, oh, do you really want this to end? I really don't. So it's kind of sad, but so that's why I'm not thinking about that yet.
Yeah, it's kind of funny when I look on Disney Plus, they're calling it a series. They're not out there calling it a limited series. They're actually calling it a first season, which is really, really interesting. And I wonder if this is such a moneymaker. Could they actually say, hey, through a spinoff or through something else, can we continue on with this? And I say, yes. I always think that there's always a way. They always build in, Fabio, a mechanism to be able to go to executives and say, hey, listen, these are the ratings that we acquire. This is the demand that happened. We kind of wrote this in to go this way. We left this open to go this way. We could take this character and kind of go off on a spin-off here, spin-off there.
Yep.
So I think something like that could happen right now. This is off the damn charts, baby.
It happens all the time with not just Star Wars, with a lot of stuff, and so it makes sense. And as long as they have a time gap, between things, or can attach storyline to other things, with different characters, and they're making all this money, you better believe they're going to do it.
Well, Starkiller says there's talk of a possible Vader series. No, I'm very aware of that rumor. I actually don't think it's a rumor. You had a Boba Fett series, Fabio. How could you not have? I love Boba Fett. But Darth Vader is more popular than Boba Fett.
Exactly, and like I said, if they have a Vader show, so then here's where it gets tricky. So let's say they don't have a Vader show, then this is Obi-Wan is where we're going to get the most Vader. We should at least. Now, if Disney knows this, and obviously Hot Toys has to know this, then there's a possibility that we may not get as much if there's going to be a Vader show, because obviously there's going to be different types of Vader now, or dressed differently or whatever. But also depends on what type of show is it going to be. You know what I mean? Is it going to be him, fighting all the time? Is it going to be him, just being himself all the time, just storyline? So that's what changes. Are we going to get, because right now he's fighting Obi-Wan. So this has to be at least a battle damage one out of here, period. Just have to. But that's where it gets tricky with future shows and stuff like that.
I think we're going to get maybe 2 or 3 Vaders just from Vaders from this series. I'm being honest with you.
I think so too. Yep.
I'm absolutely being honest with you. A single songwriter put an interesting comment in here. I bet we get TV series of all the OT characters. Sure, well, why not? I mean, you absolutely could, and certainly a great deal of them. I don't think that's. I think that's a good assessment. If there's money to be made and there's interest in it, there's certainly interest in the secondary market to see that. A Knight of Ren would say, I'd love a Vader show. He's my favorite Star Wars character. For a lot of people, to be honest with you, he really, really is. And look who has joined us in the house. Greetings, all. And he's wondering, Fabio, if he's too late for a cup. I don't think so. Let's fill him up on table 2, baby.
This drink, I like it.
I know, it's great, right?
Another.
And let's go to another topic as we talk in here, and then let me know anything you want as we continue to go. But check out the screen over here, everyone. This is 6scalecantina.com. So with all the stuff from post-celebration, all the stuff from the Obi-Wan series, and especially this epic post-reaction from the 3rd episode in the Obi-Wan series, and of course, coming off this crazy month of May, we were talking earlier in the show. We could dive into it now. Could we get something tonight? Will we hear from the Hot Toys wizard? We'll have to stay tuned to see. But let's take a look at this here. 6scalecantina.com. If you don't got it bookmarked, you may want to consider doing so. All your latest info on Hot Toys, everything Star Wars. We got the Marvel market chart under construction. Tons and tons and tons of work. Stay tuned. That's going to be coming in a couple of months. And if you had the bookmarked, you would see the market chart show live. Off the charts. Star Wars Hot Toys rising. I talked about a couple of these, Fabio, on my own the other day, and also earlier this weekend. And there is some crazy new news. I showed you the Dark Side Anakin. You see a couple of the characters that are up on this particular banner right here that I'm showing up on the screen. But let's go into the biggest movers section because it's really, really telling of some of the items that are trending up. And one, you see Tarkin Invader 2-pack. And Tarkin, which now needs to go on here in a huge, huge way with enough data. But Tarkin Invader 2-pack, I wanted to get your take on this because, as you know, this was crazy in the secondary market rising. But take a look at this baby just back from like 5 days ago. $1,005 used. It's used. $40 in shipping. All positive feedback, baby.
And Connecticut. They have tax in Connecticut.
Dude, this is crazy, dude. Look at that.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, they're coming for all of this. They're coming for all of it. I mean, this specifically here is a little bit tricky just because of who it is. I'm not saying they can't reissue this, but not in a double pack. So I feel like if they do reissue something like this, it'll be separately. So at the end of the day, I don't know how they can knock down this double pack, but Hot Toys, they do whatever they need to.
They do whatever they need to. Check this out. You want to talk about used? You're gonna die when you see this one. $611.
So him alone is going for more than Vader.
Yes, for
pack.
that Vader. Yes,
crazy.
That Vader is going way up. That Vader, I point out to people a lot, is not the actual A New Hope Vader you can get by itself. The only way to get this new and improved Vader, A New Hope Vader, is with the 2-pack. So this 2-pack has a lot going for it, Fabio. Not only do you get Tarkin, but a Vader you could only get within this 2-pack. And it's kind of like, it's somewhat, not exactly, but similar to the Boba Fett 2-pack. You can't get the Tamora Morrison figure anywhere else, but in the 2-pack, you can't get that Darth Vader except for the 2-pack with this. Isn't that interesting?
That's what I mean. They could reissue both figures separately, but they will never reissue that same double pack. So that's what that Vader. That's why I'm saying it's going to be very difficult to kill that double pack because of that. Absolutely.
Now, as I'm showing you these here, you see this on its own. It's used. I mean, this is an awesome figure. I mean, check it out. I mean,
beautiful.
I mean, it is beautiful. And there's a potential. This guy was shown as a cameo in Revenge of the Sith, Fabio. So,
yes, at the end. Yep.
If he shows up at all at the end, or for 2 seconds, like Dark Side Anakin on the sand.
Oh yeah.
Oh, come on now. You know where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
It's an excuse to.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to come in the chair. He may not be in a chair like this.
No, you won't get it. You won't get a chair. Yeah, you won't get a chair.
But you can get this figure.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, you'll get the figure, but you won't get the exact same accessories. There's no need because it's not from that, from that movie or from that,
Now this is used, but it's coming with the shipper box. You're showing it here on the screen. You see the shipper box there. Fabio comes with all the stuff. Has a kind of a decent amount of pictures in here. Kind of showing you the boots and then showing you the figure from, the back end of the figure. You can see here, and then going to the front. It's very interesting. I don't have this one. How tight that back is with the cloth. That just might be how it is. But I mean, so a lot of people always ask me, Aries, we're going to have to wait till the 50th anniversary of Star Wars, which is a little bit down the road. Actually, it's like 5 years down the road to get any of these figures from A New Hope, come out again. And I said, well, hold your horses. You'll get a 2.0 then, in my view, Fabio, where all these will be redone. The Luke, the Han, the Leia, the Tarkin, but they're not gonna put these molds to bed yet for 5 years. I mean, how much higher does this have to go before they put something like this out, especially if he shows up at the show?
Right. Well, yeah, if he shows up at the show, forget it. He's definitely coming. But if he doesn't yet, then we still have time for a reissue or a 2.0.
Absolutely. Good to have everybody in here. Vader45 pops in and says, hello, everyone. Wish I could stay for the whole show, but have to early work. Just wanted to pop in and like and tell everyone hello. We appreciate that, Vader. We absolutely appreciate that, Vader45. Thank you so much. And Charlie the Unicorn says he'll show up in Andor 100%. But what do you think about that? Andor series. I know that Ben Mendelsohn, who played Director Krennic, and Forrest Whitaker, who played Saw Gerrera from Rogue One, are heavily rumored to be in here in the Andor series. Certainly, I could see Director Krennic reporting to Peter Cushing. I actually think we're going to see, right now, Darth Vader left off with the construction of the Death Star,
right? Which
is under the supervision of Moff Tarkin and Vader. So I really don't see a scenario where we don't see some type of cameo of the Emperor or Tarkin here. I mean, maybe we don't, but I'm kind of thinking we will, Fabio.
Same thing. I'm with you. I think we will. It would make a lot of sense for him to come up, and even if it doesn't, they'll put him in, one way or another, and they'll make money off of the character as well, like they usually do.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think as Obi-Wan goes back and regroups, I think that Vader goes back and regroups as well, and maybe consults with the Emperor. Maybe you see him together with some of the authorities. It would be really interesting. And I mean the Imperial authorities. Remember this scene, and I will go ahead and fill up table 1 with the Dark Lords again. I'm going to play the scene to ask you a question, Fabio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
So he's kind of in that chamber, right? In that conference room with all those guys, and then the Moff Tarkin goes in. He comes in. He says, "The Senate has been permanently, whatever he said there, vanquished by the Emperor. We're going to rely on their regional governors to, keep control and all that." We could see a scene. Can you imagine if we actually see that table and those kind of guys like that in there? That would be interesting, wouldn't it?
No, it'd be cool. And the fact that, again, there's a possibility that Hot Toys can give us those figures, I would definitely buy them.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Going to some of the other comments over here. Man, bots are on fire tonight. Who's more on fire, the bots or Howard Chan with Hot Toys?
Howard's
Goodness
pocket.
gracious. But you know what? You can't get the Dark Jedi to stop smiling, whoever's doing that. You lose, I win. Anyway, going back to 6-scale Cantina. It's a little bit crazy right now, Fabio. The secondary market. So I pulled up the Moff Tarkin and the 2-pack. So, dude, I'm going to go to the market value chart at 6scalecantina.com. And for those of you that have never seen the market value chart, you go to the market value chart for Star Wars in this little menu under my animated picture here. You'll see the home. You'll see a tab for market value chart for Star Wars. You'll also see one market value chart for Marvel. If I click on that, you'll see a lot of stuff already in here, but you see that the Marvel chart is under construction as I flashed that on the screen. This is being worked on heavily. We'll be getting this out soon. There's so much that goes in to this, but let's go ahead and go to the Star Wars market value chart. And when you want to sort it out highest to lowest, just go to the current value column. Hit on that arrow within the current value column, those arrows twice. So you get the highest ranked figures to the lowest rank. So check this out, dude. The top 2 figures, I'll highlight them. Han and Chewie steady at 1,002. 971 for Tarkin and Vader, bro. It's just,
Crazy.
$31 away from being right up there with Han and Chewie. Dude, that's crazy. Those 2-packs.
No, and it's rightfully so. Look at the characters. Han and Chewie and Tarkin and Vader, big deal characters. Of course, they're going to be. And again, these double packs are what makes them, that much more valuable. Them separately, fine. It's fine. But the double pack, it's like, how do you split up a double pack? You can't. So that's why it's worth what it is. And it's whoever has him and you're looking to get rid of him, you're gonna do well. Put it that way. Unless you're buying it for this price, then you're not.
Let me ask you a question, brother. 2-packs seem to work pretty well for Star Wars from Hot Toys, and I feel like we got the Wicket and Leia. That is really jumping up, and the Leia figure by herself is jumping way up. We got the Boba Fett 2-pack. That's epic. And it's going to be interesting to keep an eye on that one. And then I feel like we're going to get more 2-packs down the road. I know we both think that troopers are going to be coming that way. Clone troopers and perhaps some things like that. What about characters like this again, where they actually do, another Wicket and Leia, or a dark suit, Superman and Nightmare Batman, if you will, or Tarkin and Vader, or a Han and Chewie. I mean, what do you think about characters that have head sculpts that they could do this with?
Double pack, in my opinion, double packs are a great way to sell figures, period. Not only that, but it makes them more money because now you're forced even though, let me change that word. You're not forced because they sell them separately as well. I feel like the reason why they do the double packs is to be able to give you, not only sell more, but to be able to give you or entice you with a special edition accessory to make you buy the double pack, or else they wouldn't bother. They would just give you 2 single things and that's it. But there's a benefit to them, selling double packs. Now, specifically faces. Any character, Hot Toys is never going to stop making double packs. I can guarantee you that right now. Doesn't matter what it is. If it makes sense for them, they'll make you a double pack. Now, the head sculpts, I feel like is what gives them that extra value. But if you notice, Han and Chewie, there's no Chewie head sculpt. Tarkin and Vader, there's no Vader head sculpt. So think about how those 2 packs are going in together as well. You know what I mean? Because that says a lot. You're not getting 2 head sculpts. You're getting a head sculpt and something else. So that has to affect how they decide to do those things.
Absolutely. A single songwriter says, check it out. 6scalecantina.com. Thank you so much. Big dog pound. Let's do it again. Woo! Woo! Use the force, baby. Patrick says, hello, Aries and Fabs. What's up to you, Patrick? Good to have Patrick in here.
Patrick, I'm actually just responding to him right now.
There you go there, Patrick. About to get a response from Fabio from Fabio World. Charlie the Unicorn says, Luke and Leia, A New Hope would sell like hotcakes, that 2-pack. Oh, yeah, actually it would. Actually, it would. And, it brings me to another question in here, another thought. Mandalorian Huntress in the house. Good to have the Huntress in here. What is going on, Huntress? We all know what table you're sitting at, so let's go ahead and fill you up. And man, oh man, that freaking episode that we watched, the 3rd one of the Obi-Wan series, was so good. Good. Or should we say it like this, Fabio? Good.
Good.
Oh my God.
Extra.
Table HK47. Is that where TK FOMO sits? We did a TK FOMO clip. Don't you think we need a TK FOMO little coffee table fill-up clip, a clip, Fabio? I think I need to get that done.
You need a CT suck it section.
A CT suck it section. Oh, look, C-3PO moved away from the droids table and he's hanging out at table HK47. Let's fill him up.
How rude.
Oh, my goodness gracious. And the Mandalorian Huntress, he does this again. Every time she does this, I got to do this, I think. Woo!
My turn. No, kidding.
Please, no, just kidding. Continuing on with some of these figures over here. Actually, I want to stay with the 2-pack for a moment. Let's talk about this. People have been asking me, Aries, are we going to get Obi-Wan and Leia 2-pack? Are we going to get a Leia, a young Leia, and young Luke 2-pack? Are we going to get a Bail Organa and Leia 2-pack? So Jimmy Smits obviously is going to be in here another couple of shows. He's going to interact with Obi-Wan the next one. Where's Leia? This is what's going on, blah, blah, blah. You're going to get it all to that. Obviously, he's going to return him to her. His daughter and Jimmy Smits are going to have a moment. My point is, you can't rule out that father-daughter pack right there for sure. You also can't rule out Obi-Wan and Leia, although I'm not quite sure they'll go that way. I feel like we'll get Obi-Wan by himself. We'll get Obi-Wan battle damaged. We'll see if Obi-Wan has to get into a disguise somewhere here in this show. You can't rule that out either. And you don't know what kind of flashback Obi-Wan is going to have with Anakin Skywalker as well. But Fabio, my point is, what do you think? There's like 3 or 4 different ways we could get a Leia and Luke from this series.
You really think we're gonna get one?
I think she's in the show so much that we may, and I really do. I really do.
Child Leia.
Yeah, but I think it would go really good to get her with her father, her with Bail. Personally, I think that would be a great way to issue that figure. I think it would go well with Obi-Wan too. I said that there was going to be 3 or 4 Obi-Wans. Either way would work.
I was gonna say either way will go exactly. Yeah. So I mean, the thing is, like I said, have they done that before? I don't think so. They've given us, like you said, Leia and Wicked. They've given us the Jawa and the droid, but a half a character. Yeah, other companies have done it, but that's why I'm like, are they gonna really go that route? Can they? Absolutely. Would they? I don't know. As of right now, I'm gonna say no, unless there's a reason to make that character for the future. If, for example, on another show she appears, which I doubt. So I'm going to say no for now.
Yeah, and Joe actually puts in, I don't know if I see a kid figure. I agree, but I see it with a 2-pack with an adult figure. Kind of like the Leia and Wicket, because they were having their moments. You know where I'm going with that, Fabio?
I know. Admit what you're saying makes perfect sense. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is, thinking of Hot Toys specifically is what has me doubting, Yeah. Again, it's like, what time?
When do they use that again? Because they're not going to stay that.
Exactly. That's my point.
That's a mold you're not going to use again.
Correct. And that's why if it makes sense for them to make her, if she appears somewhere else, absolutely. But if not, then that's exactly what you just said. What is the point of making something that they're never going to use again?
Very, very good point. 75 in here at the moment. Please go ahead and smash the like button. You are watching the Market Chart Show with Aries and Fabio live. We're going over a ton of coffee spilling stuff here today for sure. 4K Media Guy asks, and I'm not aware of this, so maybe someone could tell me here, what are they changing with Bo-Katan? I like her design. I didn't hear that they're changing anything. Did you? Was there some announcement I missed?
I mean, I saw a picture of her posted somewhere, but I didn't hear that they were changing anything. If they are, I have no idea.
I think the only update you're going to get on that is when you see the final production photos. It's going to kind of look like, oh, wow, Lando looked better than the first photos, and Moff Gideon looked better than what came out, and Rey looked better than what that was, and Kylo Ren looked better than the prototype. I think we're going to see the same thing here. Some people were complaining about her jawline. I think anything that Hot Toys needed to fix, they'll fix with the final production photos, Fabs.
Yeah, and I don't think, specifically speaking about the jaw, I think that was just that picture that looked like that. I think other pictures, she doesn't look like that. So I think once she comes out, I think that jaw is going to be gone. I don't think she's going to look like that in hand.
And look, the Bug Man is in here. Big Dog Pound. Good to have the Bug Man in here. Bug Man, what table are you at? You let me know. And look who else is in here. A friend of CT Suckett and TK FOMO. TK 592. I could see Bo getting a change based on what they showed us at Celebration. Oh, I didn't pay close attention to that, Fabio. So maybe it looked like it was a little bit different at Celebration. So there you go.
Oh yeah, I didn't see her. That's why I didn't see any pictures of her there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Oh, let's put this on over here. Single Songwriter says, I think it was actor Giancarlo Esposito that mentioned Moff Gideon, who plays Moff Gideon, and Bo-Katan, which is Katie Sackhoff, will have different outfits for season 3 of Mandalorian show. Oh,
I gotcha. Yes.
Well, dude, look at that. I mean, if they're going to have different outfits, that's another 2 figures.
That's another exactly more figures, and that's my point. If it makes sense for them to make something that they're going to reuse, they'll make it all day long. So if they're already talking about costume changes, forget it. We're getting different figures from the same character. Absolutely. Especially if the show is making money, which Mando is making a lot of, 100% coming.
Boy, can you imagine if Charlie the Unicorn is right, Boff getting a helmet?
Possibility 100%. Possibility 100%.
I think that'd be more desirable than the one that's out if you get the head sculpt and the helmet. I also heard from my little, wizard elves that they're not making a whole lot of Moff Gideon. What is your take? What are you hearing, Fabio, on Moff Gideon? I'm hearing it's a low one.
No, if it's true, I wouldn't know, but I wouldn't think so because of, again, the popularity of not only the character but the show. We always talk about, and I was mentioned that, females are not produced as much as males. So, is it true? Maybe. I don't, I wouldn't know, but do I think so? Absolutely not.
Let's continue to go down this chart. So I showed you, Fabio. You'll have to keep an eye on it. I don't know. Yeah, because a lot of times they could we'll have to see. Right. We will have to see. 1,002 for Han and Chewie. Targeted Vader trending up $971. Darkside Anakin, which I showed you before, Fabs. MMS 486. Now $751 and trending up. And we got to see a little bit of a cameo of this Darkside Anakin, Darth Vader, in the sand earlier today in that third episode in the Obi-Wan series. So that's crazy. It's 751, bro, and moving up.
A lot. It's a lot.
Now,
they're coming for that 100%.
How about Obi-Wan Deluxe? Let's talk about Obi-Wans here because this is another one I want to show you. You got Obi-Wan Deluxe, now $625 and rising, which is absolutely crazy. I've got Obi-Wan a few spaces down in New Hope, MMS 283 at 598 and steady, although that is showing big signs of trending crazy up. Let me bring up a couple of things for you on here. First of all, look at this Obi-Wan Deluxe. Pulling this up onto the screen, baby. $672.12 from yesterday or a couple days ago, dude. 26 bids, $5 in shipping. Okay, that's short. But, dude, not including taxes, over $700 for an Obi-Wan Deluxe.
Yep. And it's only going to go up. It's going to keep going up until the Obi-Wan from this show is announced.
And how about this Obi-Wan, which has nothing to do with this one in the show?
But this is a different world on its own. You know what I mean? I feel like this is a lot lower than what I would expect it to be. Even though, it's a used figure and that's a lot of money, I feel like this figure should be a lot higher than what it is.
Well, it continues to go up, but right now it's skyrocketing up. And once we get, this is going to be crashing over the $600 tier range. Here's another one for you. And this one's ongoing, dude. Let's actually bring this up and see where this one is. It's got 2 days left. Look at this. 2 days left, dude. And 18 hours. So basically almost 3 days. A little under 3 days. 21 bids already. $590.
Yeah, it's about right. It's about right. Have you been paying attention to these since the show started, or are you just pulling them up now?
Oh no. They were all high. Obi-Wan was high. A New Hope was high.
Mm-hmm.
Obi-Wan Revenge of the Sith, regular and deluxe, very, very high, as you know, that they've been trending up.
Right.
But now they're starting to really get crazy, as I showed you the one that was near 700, both of them near 700, selling well over 650 into the 700 range. You see this one right here, $10 away from a bid with 600. It's going over 600. Not including the $20 in shipping. Not including taxes. A seller that has over 900 feedback, all 100% positive. Dude, this is insane. That's why I put on the banner off the charts. So Obi-Wan's coming. Now you're thinking that this one, even though it has nothing to do with the Obi-Wan series, we're getting ones from the Obi-Wan series. That'll slow this down, or I don't know.
Well, so here's the thing. So the reason why I say that is because number one, this right now is the only Obi-Wan, Ewan McGregor Obi-Wan, right? So people are always, especially like I always say this about Hot Toys. People always will forget about the original and go right to the new one. Not understanding, I feel like, and not realizing the value of what the original figure, holds or is meant to hold at least. If anybody is looking for this, they're looking for the deluxe edition, which is going to be with the base, baby Luke, and all this stuff. If they don't care for any of that, they're going to go right to the Obi-Wan from the Obi-Wan show, and or you're going to have the ones who don't have either, and they're going to want both. They're going to want this one, and they're going to want the other one just because it's Obi. So that could happen as well.
Yeah, and I'm going to pull this up onto the screen. It's a really sweet figure. I've got both of them. I know you've got them as well. I think we've lost each other here for a minute.
Oh, I was like, what happened? Was that me?
No, that was me. But the Dark Jedi's back. But let me go ahead and pull that figure back up over here. Again, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the better Hot Toys figures. You pull this up over here.
And I like that pose because it's like, look at my lightsaber, and then it's like, I'm going to poke your eyes out, So
yeah, from the General Grievous scene. Yeah, absolutely. Isn't that awesome? Well, not exactly the same way, but that's how I have that pose. I had it in the General Grievous pose. But yeah, when you see this in person, it's uncanny, dude.
No, yeah.
I mean, this figure, and I think that they're both on equal par. I know a lot of people love this one. We're talking about that.
Yeah. No, it's two completely different worlds of figures, and they're both beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, when you put them side by side.
Yeah, look at that. The original Obi holds its own, still to this day. That's how good it was when it was made.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you. I mean, I actually don't think with this one that we're going to see a Revenge of the Sith reissue. People have been asking me like crazy, especially the last few shows, because it's going so high. And to your point earlier in the show, you were saying, hey, we're going to get a Dark Side Anakin. It's too high. It's too high. But my point with that is, I feel like there's too many Obi-Wans that they're going to put out, including this one, I believe. And the Attack of the Clones Obi-Wan, which I think they're going to do, because it's one of the stars of that packaging.
Yes.
So do you, even though this one is so high, do you see this one coming out? I don't right now.
Reissue that right now? Absolutely not. No way. There's no need at this moment. Plus, there's no need to reissue something from a completely different movie. You know what I mean? Attack of the Clones makes more sense because it's Obi-Wan, from that new line that Hot Toys is getting involved in. So I would understand that before a Revenge of the Sith reissue, but so yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I think that Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan will stay like that for a while.
Putting this in from Single Songwriter, he says, Fabio, 6-scale Cantina, Ewan will be dressed as Alec Guinness in Kenobi by the finale. Then Hot Toys will show us. What do you think about that? That would be interesting. I mean, I could see that. I mean, that we get a reissue of this figure that I was showing here. Would they 2.0 it and call it in Obi-Wan series packaging and not A New Hope, Fabio? If they did something like that, or
very possible because they're looking for, I mean, not that they need one, but they're looking for a reason to reissue OT at this point. And you're not going to get this exact figure whatsoever at all. You're going to get something completely different. So is it a possibility? Yes. It depends on how the show does.
That's better.
And then we could talk after. But
There's
that's a
how I have
beautiful
his ass.
figure. Yeah, no, that's a beautiful figure too.
Yeah, I have a pose just like this with him, believe it or not.
Leia pose.
Yeah, pretty much the Leia pose, except I don't have the legs going like this. Yeah. Because, he has to hold my ball, hold his ball.
Gotta hold my ball.
Oh, my goodness. The bots are attacking. What the heck is going on? We need to get them out. Who are these guys? Who the heck are these bots?
Who the is that guy? Who the is that?
Get out of here. That's what I think of you. He played again.
Who the is that guy? Who the is that?
Oh, my God.
They're annoying tonight. They I guess they watched the show. They want some attention.
Oh, my God. But yeah, some of these, I mean, it's just absolutely insane right now within the secondary market for Star Wars and Hot Toys. I was showing last week, and even with all of this, Fabio, even with all of this, and I'm pulling back up 6scalecantina.com as we look at the biggest mover section. Figures like Cody, okay? Figures like Ray and Dio. They leveled off some weeks ago. Okay, they plateaued up, where they were. Now they're rising back up again and going higher. Wow, it's a little bit insane right now within the secondary market. So even with everything that's getting released right now, within the secondary market, within the primary market from Hot Toys for Star Wars, which is a lot of old legacy characters, obviously. With Attack of the Clones, you had the DX25 on April 13th with the Luke Skywalker. The secondary market is reacting in tune with it. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
Why do you think that?
Oh, no, I'm just saying it's going in tandem. It's not what I think. It's just what's happening.
Oh, I see what you're
saying. Yeah. I mean, it's going in sync with it. And you can see right here with the biggest mover section. So even though you got all the Obi-Wan stuff and you got the dark side Anakin and you got the regular Anakin, of course, everything related to Darth Vader, Tarkin kind of related to that as well. Princess Leia obviously related to that. Bada boom, bada bing, bada bing, bada boom.
That's true.
You still got like Ray and Dio. Reacting to it, or the Royal Guard, or the Mud Trooper, or Cheer It, actually, which I got to change that arrow now, and so on and so forth. So I'm not surprised. Are you?
No, not at all. Exactly like you said. Everything's intertwined. Related to each other. One thing that I see Hot Toys making 100%. Specifically from the Attack of the Clones line, because that's like their big thing, and this is why I came up with head sculpts are coming. I don't know if you remember when Anakin took this speeder bike. Now that they're making speeders constantly, I feel like they're gonna use every opportunity they can to give us vehicles like you've seen already. They gave us a whole bunch. Well, not a whole bunch. They gave us two. The RT8, the ATRT. Should be announced soon as well, which is another, sick vehicle. So, I think we're getting Padawan Anakin with a speeder at some point from them, from, Attack of the Clones. I think we're getting also a Commander Cody at some point, believe it or not. I think that's coming, specifically branded Attack of the Clones as well. So things like that are really, really, really exciting to think about. At least it's not 100% that they're coming, but seeing the trend and seeing what Hot Toys has been doing lately, specifically talking about vehicles, I think that's a possibility. So it's pretty cool. Let's see, somebody in Mama Luigi Dooku with his that's a possibility as well, but. The thing with Dooku is, he's too new. He's too recent. You know what I mean? To get him. And I don't remember what that figure was branded. I don't know if it was Attack of the Clones. It might have been. I'm not sure. But if it's not Attack of the Clones, it'll get reissued as Attack of the Clones. Absolutely. So anything's possible at this point.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. So, yeah, the Attack of the Clones waves. I mean, just look at this, bro. I mean, it's crazy right now what is going on over here.
Do you remember? I was going to ask you real quick. Do you remember what the oh my God, what was it? Oh, Dooku what was he branded?
Attack of the Clones.
It was Attack of the Clones?
Dooku's Attack of the Clones, Yoda's branded Attack of the Clones.
Okay, so that makes sense. So I can guarantee you right now, Dooku's not getting reissued anytime soon. Because again, he's kind of new still, so pretty fresh. Unless they'll give us a reissue with a vehicle, maybe. Is it possible? Absolutely. Just because Hot Toys is known to do that. So like I said before, anything's possible.
Yeah, Dooku is an Attack of the Clones. Well, you know where I could see them doing that, though, Fabio, to be quite honest with you?
Oh, so that's what I mean. So wait, so this is what I mean. So what my question was, what was he branded? Obviously, I know he's from Attack of the Clones, but he was also in the Clone Wars. The Hot Toys figures that we have, are they from Attack of the Clones, or were they branded Clone Wars? That was my question.
No, they're branded Attack of the Clones, but Dooku was also in Revenge of the Sith. Let's not forget that.
That's what I thought. Right. So, yes, we could get one from that movie branded Revenge of the Sith because he was in the beginning. Absolutely. Yep.
Right. Let's go ahead and play that clip and fill up table 77.
My powers have doubled since the last time we met, Count.
Good. Twice the pride, double the fall.
Right. Yep. And that's what he's like. Kill him. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
He went from do it to, then doing this. What the heck was it? Here?
Good.
And by the end of the show, Fabio, he was doing this.
It's good. I mean, I understand it's the whole movie, but it's crazy how he played everybody the entire time. It's insane. Nobody had any idea that it was him.
Bots be gone. The strongest disinfectant available on the net. And maybe a new, maybe I got to hit the Hot Toys Wizard up. I get like proper 66 right here, baby. Here you go. Proper 66. Come on, surfing it up. Maybe we need the Wizard to give us, Fabio, some bot juice.
Some off-road bot juice.
Some off-road bot juice. Yeah.
Some bot fly juice. Have you ever seen those bot flies? Oh my God, man.
I know, right? Speaking of bots, let's fill up table 3.
General Kenobi. You are a bold one.
Oh boy. All right, let's talk a little bit about this. I was talking, so people were talking to us at the beginning of the show that the 501st is now on wait list, and I think it's the deluxe one. So I'm trying to pull it up on the screen to see if that's still accurate, and I believe that it is. Or so someone let me know, if it's not. But how surprised?
When you pull it up, hit the join wait list. See what happens.
See, pull it up on the screen, and it says waitlist open. Yeah, you could join it.
Oh, so go ahead, hit it and let me know what happened.
Join waitlist. It'll tell me to sign in, which I'm not going to do, but yes, it'll let you do it.
Try to sign in, see what happens.
Let me go to the other screen as I go ahead and do that. While I do that, go ahead and let me know. I got to go to the browser. What you think about this hitting waitlist now? That join waitlist this one, but not the non-deluxe one.
Well, no, the non-deluxe. Yeah, I mean, everybody will go for the deluxe first, obviously, which makes sense, obviously. But yeah, no, I feel like the regular one has a few months to go yet because even though you would think that it would make sense for a lot of people, for everybody to just order the deluxes immediately. Not everybody does. You know what I mean? A lot of people actually feel like, you know what? I'm not going to use the extra accessories. I'm not going to, I'm not going to need the helmet. I'm not, people just buy the regular. So, but yeah, there's plenty of the regular ones left. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, how surprised would you be though if the regular ones went away in a week? I mean, is it out of the realm of possibility?
I'd be super surprised. But is it a possibility? Yes. Do I think?
Because it has 15%. What is it? I don't know how long is that going to last? That 10% off with the code.
Exactly. That's another thing. Those sales are to do exactly that, to hopefully get people to buy and spend more. So that's why I don't think, is it going to go that fast more in within a week? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. But they're selling a lot. I'll tell you that right now.
It said join the wait list. It says you're on the wait list. View waitlisted items. That's what it said. So there you go.
All right. Well, you hit the button?
Yeah.
So when you hit it, what does it say?
It says you're on the wait list.
Oh, so you joined the wait list.
Yeah.
So you're gonna
I
buy.
joined the wait list. And I say no. I only did it because you told me to. What are you setting me up for here, baby?
Wait, so now you're gonna order one?
Well, I'm on the wait list. I could let you buy another one if I get off. I say, hey, Fabio, it's in for you, baby.
Oh, hell yeah. You better let me know.
Of course I'll let you know.
I'll buy it.
So there it is. Join wait list is what it says, dude.
Yeah, look at
that.
Wow. Such a beautiful figure. I feel like that's one, like, besides Rex, these 501st are like really, really sexy figures, in my opinion.
Well, let's talk about this a little bit. I know that they made more of these, obviously, than Captain Rex. I mean, these are the troopers. They have to. They troop build. So now the number one figure that finally pushed R2 out only because it has a 10% discount and free shipping is Captain Rex. I mean, these shot right up as soon as they put those discount on. So now we got to ask ourselves, Fabio, is it possible that Captain Rex, obviously these must have moved so quickly over the last few days. How many Captain Rexes have moved? What do you think? It's the number one selling figure.
Wait, Captain Rex is still available?
It's still available.
Oh, I had no idea. I thought that was long gone. Absolutely no idea. Oh my god. What was your question again? That's why I was like, wait a minute. What are you talking about?
It's been number one. It shot up to number one because of. I'll pull this up on the screen here real quick so you can see it.
Oh wow! I thought they were
because
gone.
of the discounts.
I thought him and Cody were gone already.
Look at that.
Oh, there you go. So, what was your question?
As soon as these went on there, these discounts, R2 was number one, right ahead of the Scarlet Witch, and then the Scarlet Witch took it over, but neck and neck. And then these guys came up and like goodbye with these discounts. So my question to you is it possible now that we got waitlist open, you don't think the 501st regular would go, but still a possibility? But what about Captain Rex? Because they didn't make as many Captain Rex as the 501st.
Correct. Yeah, no, Captain Rex will go a lot faster. Absolutely. With those discounts, yes. And there's a lot of people who wait, for situations like this. They don't rush. They take their time. They want the figure, but they're not, they wait for discounts. And sometimes, it backfires, but sometimes they hit the jackpot like this. So is it going to go? It's going to go pretty quick. I have a feeling.
Gardner says you could still add a Captain Rex to your cart. One thing I'll point out about that, Fabio, and you're right, Gardner.
Oh, wait, no, you can still add 6 Captain Rex. Damn, 6. So that means there's plenty.
Not necessarily is where I wanted to get into. I've seen it before when things were going out where it says only 2.
Right.
Or 3, and it's in there for a couple months. And I seen ones where it was 6, and then it's just gone. I mean,
that's true, but I feel like that depends on what the figure is, no?
Maybe, or maybe it's just, I don't know. I don't know what it depends on. It's just interesting. I've seen it happen, is my point. So who knows? I mean, out of nowhere, obviously, because no one was getting the blue screen yesterday. No one was getting the blue screen until sometime late this morning with the 501st or this afternoon, and then it went. So potentially, we could have looked at this yesterday. If you and I had this show looking at the 501st, it wouldn't have said anything. And there was no limit on here,
right?
Because of putting in 3, 4, 5, or 6. So my point is I don't know if they do that all the time.
Yeah, no, I've seen, when something goes up for pre-order, I've seen, you could order, I want to say like 5 or 6 or something like that. I think 6. But I've never seen something like this at the end where you could get 6. Never seen that before. So that's cool.
Interesting. Isn't this interesting here? I'm scrolling down. The Mandalorian Deluxe set, Fabio, is discounted 15% off. Do you see that on the screen?
Yep.
But the Mandalorian by itself, there's no discount. They're not offering anything on that. They're like, just buy it. What do you make of that? That's interesting.
They're not selling as much.
Or they're not worried again. If it wasn't selling as much of the regular, wouldn't they want to put the discount on to get rid of them? Or
wait, what are they the same thing? Go back up.
Yeah, this one's the deluxe one, 50% off for $315. This one's $260 and not on sale.
Right, because think about it. You're charging more for the deluxe one, so therefore you could afford to lower the price a little bit more than you do the regular one. The regular one, they're probably, not that they'll never discount it, no, but it's probably easier for them to discount a more expensive product than it is a cheaper product. That's what I'm assuming.
And these products have been up near the top, even when you sort everything out with Marvel and DC and everything. These 2 Mandalorians for the longest time, all the way up in here, they continually sell. So it's not like they have a problem moving them, but they did feel inclined to get rid of to heavily discount the deluxe ones. So we'll have to keep an eye on that.
And don't forget too, though, they're making so much. They're making so much stuff. You know what I mean? Like so much stuff that it gets to a point where, like, all right, like we get it. Like you're gonna have some stuff in stock because you're over flooding the market, and I feel like that's the issue. Again, they don't care because at some point it's going to sell out anyway. So it just gives people, more time to buy for retail. So I understand that as a business person and, as a company. But this is what happens. Then you end up having to discount your stuff to be able to move it because you made too much stuff.
Here's an interesting. Coruscant Guard, I think that is going to go rather quickly. Interesting.
Those also because they're really, really nice looking troopers. That red looks beautiful. You get the gun, you get that electric staff thing that they use. So really, really cool figure. That's going to go pretty soon as well.
Tusken Raider, baby. They don't want to give you any % off on it.
But look at this is my point exactly. Look at the price. $250. How much are they giving you off? $5. To $315, 15% off. That's what I mean. It's easier to give you a bigger discount on a higher priced item than it is on a lower priced item.
They're giving you 15% off Rex though, with freaking $255.
Right, $255.
Wow, they're trying to just maybe
look at the 501st, only $220. They're giving you 10%. So I think it has to do with the price, but that's a big discount for Rex.
That's a huge discount for Rex, and I think he's going to go rather quickly, maybe with that.
And you're going to have people, buying multiples, and then, hope that once they sell out, people are going to be looking for them, and then they're going to try to, sell them for whatever they want because they're going to be the last ones left,
$5 on the Death Watch. Some of these figures were way below DX25, so high, Ahsoka. Notice, they're not... No discounts on any of these other figures that are still on pre-order. Very, very interesting indeed. So staying with Captain Rex, I mean, I wonder how much they could have moved with this. Obviously, it was enough to knock out the 501st Deluxe, which is interesting. And that's the only reason why I'm talking about it with you, because that's interesting to me. Obviously, with this discount, they move these all the way up past the Attack of the Clones figures right now. So somebody must be buying them, Fabio.
Oh no, people are buying. People are definitely buying them, and like I said, I have a feeling there's a lot of people buying multiples. 2, 3, 4, and they're gonna make some decent money. Selling those because it's easy money.
So explain this one to me. Here's the Stormtrooper Commander at $220, right? And it has 10% off with code. And yet when we go down over here into this one, the Death Watch Mandalorian, it's $235. It's also low, and they're only giving you $5. So it's hard to rhyme or reason as to what they're doing over here. I wonder if it has something more to do with how much they have in stock versus what they don't anyway.
Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, and we talked about, how many. Look at this. Look at all these discounts. $5, $5. I mean, it's not a lot of money, but it shows you what. Look at IG-11. It's still there. So that means that, again, they're holding on to a lot of stock, and they're having trouble pushing it. And obviously, to a certain extent, yes and no. Because remember, as part of the celebration, they have to give you some discounts so they could make some money as well. So I feel like they're giving discounts to the figures that they're not pushing as much.
Yeah, real interesting here. All right, with the Scout Trooper, bro, they're only giving you free shipping. They're giving you no discounts, no $5, no 10%, no 15%. That's interesting, isn't it? And they're doing plenty of the 10% with $220 or $5. But with this one, they're saying no, just free shipping. What do you make of that? Could be that they're close to just running out.
Exactly. I feel like, once it's like the last few left, they'll just give you like, I personally think the biggest discount would be like, just get it out of here. So that would make sense.
And whoa, look at this. I actually thought, so you get 10% off some other 220 figures. But with the Jet Trooper, I think we may have just answered the question I asked you. With the Jet Trooper, they're not giving you that much of a discount, just the free shipping. Other 220 figures are giving you $5 or 10%. And is it possible because the Sith Jet Trooper just went on wait list, you see over here just last week or a few days ago, actually, buddy. So maybe they're like, like this other one here, free U.S. shipping. We only have certain money. We know it's going to go out. We don't have to. And that's it. Could be.
So do the math real quick. So what is 15% of 315?
Someone tell me in the chat.
Yeah, I'll do it real quick because the reason I'm asking is because I want to know what's better for them, giving you a certain percentage or giving you free shipping. Free shipping, I pay for shipping. I think it's $20 something every time. So depending on what the biggest discount is, that's what I'm trying to figure out. What what benefits them more, if giving somebody free shipping or just giving them a percentage off. That's what I'm getting at. So let me see. So it's going to be 315 times 0.15. What the frick did I do? Hold on. It's it's $47.25. That's not bad at all.
No, it's not bad. My shipping on a single hot toy is now up to $28, says OG fan, when Star Wars was just Star Wars.
Yeah, see, so $27-$28 shipping. So that 15% on 315 is a good chunk of discount. So yeah, so that's good. Good to know.
Yes. Yeah, Songwriter puts almost $50 off. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. So very, very interesting stuff. What's going on over here with some of these figures. So I'm not sure, but either way, it could be very quickly because of these discounts, close to a mass exodus on some of these. But here's the thing, Fabio. At the end of the day, anyway, if even a Sith Trooper goes on waitlist, eventually these will all go on waitlist, like the Jawa or Gonk Droid, like Princess Leia Endor, like the Leia Endor 2-pack, like some of those figures that were up there for months and months and months, like the Qui-Gon Jinn. And then they go into the secondary market, and then they get big heat. So, and depending on what figure it is, it just kind of plays that way for the Star Wars IP for Hot Toys. So certainly very, very interesting indeed. We got the first sign today with the 5.0 First Deluxe saying bye-bye.
Yeah, like I said, I had no idea that Rex was even still available at all. I had no idea. I thought that figure was long gone. So it's good to see. I mean, it kind of tells you what the market, how the market is doing and what they're doing to the market. For us to see, that something like that, such a big deal character figure is still available. I didn't expect that at all.
Well, moving over to 6scalecantina.com, and we have 70 in here. Did you go ahead and smash the like button, baby? You are watching the Market Chart Show with Aries and Fabio live here on a Wednesday evening. And holy smokes, the Darth Vader appearance today in the Obi-Wan series, episode 3, is absolutely off the charts. If you didn't get to see it yet, it was, in my view, one of the most epic moments, again, in Star Wars history. We continue to have these moments. They're continuing to pump these on. It's so crazy, these moments that are coming up. But 6scalecantina.com shows the show that we're on off the charts. You're seeing the Vader and Tarkin 2-pack. You're seeing the Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're seeing the A New Hope Kenobi. We're showing you the Attack of the Clones box because those figures are just on fire. Fabio and I, we've talked about it over and over again. These figures, these releases, way back from 20 years ago that seemingly have no relevance to what is going on right now in Star Wars, competing with Doctor Strange, competing with Moon Knight, competing with everything with Marvel and all those movies. It's absolutely unbelievable. You saw the same exact thing with the DX25 Bespin Luke, which was #1 for 5 whole entire weeks. So it's absolutely crazy. But if you bookmark 6scalecantina.com, you get all your latest information, all your latest breaking news on what's going on for Star Wars Hot Toys. So make sure you bookmark it. You could also get a little bit of a glimpse if you want to become a Cantina insider. We have insider videos. I have all kinds of crazy stuff on here that Lane talked about on my show on Sunday. But you can take a look at that little pink banner on the right side over there, and you'll see we got the pleather cracking, climate control video tips. We've got shows from the Wizard. We've got live streams that I try to put on every week. We got crazy unboxings. You can go ahead and check out the quarter scale Grogu unboxing you see here on the left side of your screen. Gives you a little bit for anyone to watch that to give you an inside look. I'm going to have the 2-pack Boba Fett coming in here in just a couple of days. I'm going to be doing a insider's unboxing on that. Go watch me spill my coffee. I still got to open up my deluxe Chirrut Imwe. You're going to be getting a unboxing for that as well. We're also going to be having a live show later this weekend on the insiders going on too. Fabio, before we end this, baby, here's what happened in May. Look, first day of June today. Bad Batch. They said all the Bad Batch figures are coming. They teased this like the second wave.
Yep.
They gave us all this.
And somebody go back up a little for with the vehicles right there. Somebody had asked before if I still thought that the vehicles were coming separately from the figures, and I said yes. And I'm gonna give you an example. Look at Anakin with the stap. You could get Anakin with the stap and Anakin by himself. So this is exactly what they're doing. They're giving you, they're pretty much making you think that the only way to order these are with the vehicles only. So once they get their pre-orders in, you're going to be able to get them by themselves.
Yeah, I agree. I do think that they're holding back so that you order this and then they're gonna put that other one out.
Yep.
I don't think the only way you could get this is with that. Unlike the Boba Fett 2-pack, where I think the only way you're going to get that Tamora Morrison in there is through that. They'll reuse the mold,
yes,
for their head sculpt for sure, and they already did with the Boba Fett and Throne, and they're going to again with the eyebrows in there. But those rows in that, they could use that for anything. They don't need to reuse that, to be quite honest. But look at all this heat.
Yep.
Django, Luke, Moff. We are preparing for more collectibles from Star Wars Attack of the Clones, as we talked about at the onset of the show, Fabio. I'm right with you. Stay tuned for our next wave of thrills. And you still believe, buddy, for those that came in late, that that's going to come in a wave, correct?
Absolutely. And like I said, don't forget the ATRT hasn't been announced yet. That's coming. So I feel like they're holding that off for the rest of the wave. So stay tuned because it's 100% coming. And I feel like, yeah, we may get some droids. We may get some, some clones as well. But I think the biggest announcements are going to be head sculpted figures.
We're going to be doing 5 of these.
At least.
And we're going to go on a wave of thrills, and we're going to feel like this guy. Filling up table 88 with 808 Michigan Jedi. Add table 5 with Popsic and the rest of you. And look at all this heat, baby. We got 1, 2. I got to do it this way, Fabio. We got 1, the C-3PO diecast. We got the R2-D2 with the diecast dome. We've got the clone trooper. The battle droid. The clone trooper pilot. So are we getting Padme with this wave? The next wave?
Absolutely. I know it.
Are we getting Mace with the second wave?
Absolutely.
Are we getting the super battle droid with the next wave?
Absolutely.
How about Anakin?
Absolutely.
And last but certainly not least, are we getting Obi-Wan?
I say Obi-Wan and Kit Fisto.
One more.
Take one more. Oh, man.
What the heck, baby? Boy, that really is a ride.
It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff.
Well, as Anakin says, right now, with the way Hot Toys set us up for the month of May, Fabio, with everything from the May 4th, may the Force be with you on May 4th, to the 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones from May 16th, to Star Wars Celebration, to June 1st, where, Anakin basically said with Ewan McGregor here.
This is where fun begins.
I think that they basically said this is where the fun begins. Let's end our thoughts with this. I think Howard made a big declaration saying, hey, we put a lot of stuff out in May. We really made you spill your coffee, but don't think it's only coming in May. Don't think that this won't happen again, because they put this wave out. They put out the Bad Batch thing saying all 5 are coming out. I feel like, Fabio, in closing, that they wanted to put a message out that they are in this for Star Wars in a very, very big way, and perhaps they're going to move to them as their biggest, or at least right now, IP that they're going to invest in moving forward.
This, we've talked about this plenty of times. The Mandalorian is pretty much, what has given Howard, because it's been said that Howard loves Star Wars and, and all that stuff. Obviously, he didn't have much to go with. I'm assuming in the beginning that he wasn't making so much. But again, thanks to the Mandalorian, it's wide open for never-ending figures, for never-ending money-making. And that's where we're headed, as you can see. So there's so much more to come. We're already getting blasted with figure after figure after figure after figure. And there's just more to come.
70 in here. Did you smash the like button yet, baby? You're watching the Market Chart Show with Aries and Fabio. OG fan is in here. P-Rockzilla joining in here. What is going on, P-Rock?
P-Rock.
Good to have you in here. Come on. And Sam Short is in the house. And 808 Michigan Jedi said, I said the last year about the Bad Batch, all 5 will be made. That's right. He did say that, and I remember it. So you have to wonder, Fabio, is this what they call the 808 Michigan Jedi?
Before you play it, I told him they were making them.
Oh, now let me play it.
They call him the Wizard.
808 is the Wizard.
And is Hot Toys going to drop something tonight? I have to play this first, filling up table 2 before you answer, Fabio.
This drink, I like it.
I know, it's great, right?
Another.
Are we getting another tonight?
Do I want more? Absolutely. Do I want more stuff? Absolutely. Are we getting it? I hope so. But again, maybe not. But I hope so. Do I hope so? I hope so.
I have no flipping idea. We did not hear from the Hot Toys Wizard, but I have a sneaking suspicion I'm going to hear from him, because certainly a lot between him and Howard Chan, as I fill up table 66 for the last time, has kind of gone like this.
Everything that has transpired has done so according to my design.
That little shift, you're right. It does look like he's like kind of like pushing out something there. Yeah.
Everything that has transpired has done so according to my design.
Like, let me adjust myself before I say that. Take 2.
Oh my god.
Man, there's so much stuff to go over. 808 Michigan Jedi says the Wizard may find his way out here to Paradise. You never know. Yes. You do have to wonder, will the Hot Toys Wizard ever take on the likeness of 808?
And
Michigan
I say,
Jedi?
Yes.
Come on, baby. Come on. TK592 goes, Aries. Absolutely. And I say, subscribe to Fabio. Let's get him, baby. Let's get him to 1,000. Look, we're going to do this giveaway July 4th weekend. I was going to do it this month, but again, quite frank, everybody was doing a giveaway, all the Star Wars stuff. So, look, let me do a 4th of July weekend because that's kind of a better weekend to do it. I'll do a giveaway just like I did in December before the holidays. That was epic. You'll get a brand new hot toy. You'll be able to choose from like 5 or 6 of them. And it'll be sponsored, the giveaway, from Ray at Hawk Wars Toys. Yep. So it'll come right from him. You'll get a free hot toy. You have to be subscribed to 6 Scale Cantina, because once we run it through the computer, the robot will go through and just, not any of these damn bots from today, but more cool bots. You know, not any of those bots. We're going to get bots like this bot.
BB-8, hold on.
If BB-8 doesn't see that you're freaking subscriber, no giveaway for you. No.
No, and I'll be doing, obviously, the giveaway with you.
Yep.
During the time, because by that time it'll give me a little bit of more room to hit, hopefully by then hit 1,000. So we'll see.
That's right, because that's the second part of it. Is Fabio also a part of the giveaway? Is going to give away a figure for him from FabsFigures. Let's get him to 1,000. Let's go ahead and do it, baby. So subscribe to both of us, 6scalecantina.com right now. Don't forget to subscribe to FabsFigures. Dude, we were on for freaking 2.5 hours. It didn't even feel like it. Now we've got 70 in here again, but
just tell them the truth. We're starting. This is where the fun begins. We're starting all over again.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do another 2.5 show. Let's go ahead and fill up table.
This is where the fun begins.
And welcome to another episode.
Ratchet. Oh man.
Oh my God.
The crazy thing is that everybody in here will probably stay for another 2.5 hours. If it didn't have to go.
That happened then, 2.5 hours ago, right? That happened.
It happens now. It's happening now.
What happened to then?
We passed then.
When?
Just now. We're at now.
Go back to then.
When?
Now.
Now?
Now.
I can't.
Why?
We missed it.
When?
Just now.
Just now. Oh, that's so great.
Love everybody in here. Love everybody in here. This has been great, dude. I'm gonna be stay tuned on when I'm gonna go live. I'm definitely going live on Saturday. So you don't want to miss that. Going live this Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern. And I think Fabio, I think we're gonna do I think we're gonna do another small panel again on Saturday. You want to be on? You want to do that? What do you got going on? We'll see. I'll have to figure it out.
Yeah, no, you let me know. I'm here.
All right. So tune in for Saturday. We'll do the panel again. And then Fabio, it'll be you and I again next Monday at our regular time, right? We couldn't do it this Monday.
Yep.
But next Monday, Aries and Fabio, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Always book that on your calendar. We kind of had to do this today because we missed Monday, but next Monday, back at it at 8:30, dude.
Yep. Let's go.
Well, guess what, dude? I know you heard this before, but I don't always buy Jawa egg juice out. But when I do, I buy it from 6 Scale Cantina. Stay thirsty, my friends.
Thank you.